Sorry.
You cruel bastard.
Stream opening.
Stream should be going.
Whiskers, I hope the Denji fit turns out well, because out of everyone I know, I feel like you're one of the 2 people I know that could actually make it work.
You know what the best compliment I've ever gotten
What?
is? Hey, I think you could actually cosplay Denji. That's what someone said to me once. And
Well,
I
you've
was
got
like,
the dirty blonde hair at the right length.
And
Like,
you've got the
yeah.
build.
I wanna.
built like
I'm so
Denji.
tempted. I was doing. I need to do clothes shopping.
It would not
This
be
is a funny
hard.
opening to the stream. So I'm considering. It's in my cart. Some of those items that could go to do it. We'll see.
you might be
Ask
able
the
to
belt.
borrow.
You can
I
find
think
any-
I have a white button down, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah, you
I
might be able to-
assure you, you can get all those for
Good
so much cheaper, except maybe the pants. But the pants are a worthwhile investment.
I
love it.
have a
That
pair of
probably
pants
because
that
I
look
have
like
no
that.
nice clothes.
I already have
wardrobe
that
is
pair of
business
pants.
Wait, what did you say, Kane? Oh, you do?
Half-
It would not fit me.
I mean, it's
Half
not.
my wardrobe is business pants. So if you want a company
Really?
recommendation, I got you.
It's not
Please do,
exactly the
because
same pants.
My entire wardrobe is sweatpants, and that is not a joke.
Hager will do. I really love Craft and Borrow. I just got a bunch of Dockers, and those are solid.
Wait.
I
I'll
think
be
I
honest.
have the shirt and pants, and I think my dad has a belt that's basically the same.
Okay.
The only thing
Give me
I
a
don't
second.
have is a solid black tie.
Hold on. I'm making a Google Doc. Clothing.
We are streaming, by the way, right now.
I know we're streaming. This is fantastic.
This is.
We're waiting on you.
This is if someone's watching Katawa Shoujo, they probably need this advice. All right, hold on, real quick. The doc's almost ready.
The
Times
doc.
New Roman to look fancy.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
since we
Kane?
didn't do it before, I would just like to make an announcement. Congratulations, Leo, on 33 followers. Big achievement. Big ups.
By the way, right now, I think, hold on, let me open up my Twitch channel. I think I have 3 out of the 4 requirements to be affiliate.
Yo.
Well, I think actually the only reason I do is because I literally just started streaming. Which would make this 7 days in the past month. So I do actually have an average concurrent viewer count of 3. Though I kind of expect that, because I'm bringing back some of my other streams that don't get as many concurrent... The only reason I have a concurrent viewer count of 3 is all of you guys, like, double watching it on Twitch while we're streaming. So...
Still counts.
still technically counts. I mean, I was talking with someone who actually got affiliate, and they explicitly told me that the way that they got the 3 concurrent viewer requirement for affiliate was just by having their friends and families idle in their streams.
Whatever you can do to survive in this industry, man.
Basically, yeah. And that's already a Discord ping, guys. Oh, by the way, we have pre-marked a bingo square
Kane.
because Priest is playing Celeste right now. So I'm just going to
That's
go
right.
ahead and mark off Discord ping now, which means that we have gotten 2 bingo squares in the first 5 minutes. I think that's
We're killing it, guys.
someone did say bingo CD2 CT. Completely unrelated to CD4 TC.
What does it stand for, by the way?
CD are the
Does it
first.
mean anything?
CD is his initials, I think. I can't remember what TC is, but I know that CD is his
The C
initials.
stands
Oh yeah,
for
that's right. New
D,
bingo.
and the D stands for DC.
Oh, do we have a new bingo?
Do we?
I'll have to scrap the old bingo.
Oh shit. Shall we get started?
No,
yeah,
we
we
should.
probably should.
Nah.
Season stickers are just
Who
so
wants
much
to keep
lower.
talking about Denji cosplay?
Yeah, because they start down here at the base while the other ones are off of the corners.
Yeah.
It makes sort of like a circular mass
I'm
at
not
the
even
end,
watching.
so it's got like a curvature to it.
That's good. I assume Lily's will probably be between Hanako's and Rin's, and then Emmy's is going to either sprout out to the left of Hanako's.
I
Or
think
to the
Emmy
right.
sprouts
Done
out of
3 out of 5,
the
right?
left. I think Emmy's
Left.
goes off the left.
Makes sense.
Oh, hold on. No one can see what we're talking about because I still have it on the stream starting thing.
Nah.
So
Correct.
there is sort of a question about
Good
where
pitch,
to
no
start.
feng shui.
Emmy's route is by far the easiest to get on, so I can actually start it pretty late in the route and just...
Well, let's just do what we did last time and go through and just skip the parts that we all know that we have read.
That's going to be everything.
So we'll
That I kid you
I
not,
know.
that's going to be basically
Yeah,
everything.
we literally did all of Emmy's setup except we chose Rin instead.
Oh shit. Well, then let's just do all of Emmy's setup again and just skip like the basic generic bits.
It's everything.
That's
Okay,
everything!
Let's at the very
I
least-
kid you not, if I don't start at the first choice,
Yeah.
what we are going to end up doing is picking each choice
I have
in
a
turn
compromise.
and skipping between each choice.
We skip. We start at running with Rin, and we choose to push ourselves, and then we go from there. Because that is how you
Not
get
a
onto
bad
Rin's
That
road.
was
It's not
literally
having
going
the
to be
hardest.
how I was going to do it. It's not like
Okay.
Perfect.
Then let's do that.
No, I've got a better idea.
There's no
God,
point arguing
alright.
about it. I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page
Alright,
because it has
alright,
been a
alright.
while since we did the first route.
Uh...
Or
What the
whatever.
fuck? They're translating the new Higurashi VM?
Me?
I
Wait,
actually
is it-
literally have a save
Oh
for this
shoot!
exact
I am
choice.
not ready to voice act. Oh fuck!
Higurashi May is getting translated.
Get ready, Whiskers.
Every part... No. That's not... They told...
Yeah, we're gonna put my tabs.
Manga Gamer said they would do that. a
I
long
know.
time
I
ago.
didn't know it was like out.
Oh, you said Ray, right?
No, May with an M.
When did it come out?
I don't know. Wait. No, yeah, this is right. Never mind. Someone's
Okay,
fucking...
I was
Wait, what? What fucking V? I'm sorry. I'm being fed false info by someone else.
Ah! All right, hold on. Let me see. We've got a new bingo.
Misinformation. How many of the new bingos have we already?
No, don't tell us.
This is May. Oh, the gotcha
We
game.
already have a bingo.
I mean, the
It's
two
cool
that
for
I
testing,
pre-marked are both on here. We've got someone's busy
Easy.
and Discord noise.
Mama.
Secret
Go
CD
for it.
backstory for the TC.
All right, hold on. I'm saving the image now, and I'll open it up soon.
One day we'll draw that out of you, CD.
One day we'll draw out
Secret
CD's emotional backstory.
The TC. Text context.
Okay, the Higurashi gotcha game is getting translated.
The what?
Yeah.
What did you just say to me?
The Higurashi gotcha game, which came out in 2020, is getting an English translation.
Nope, that's it. That's it. I don't.
Money has
Nope,
it made.
there's no more.
It is also
Oh,
have
no.
visual novel in the same way that Fate Go is
want
have
to.
visual novel.
Oh boy. All right. We have two things
wait,
marked
shoot.
off. Now we can actually start.
Two things.
We can actually start reading now.
Oh, this
Eight
is so
minutes in.
goofy. That's such
And I
major
think we
spoiler.
didn't. I was beginning to tell you about this last time. I legitimately think we can just keep the voice actors. I don't think we need to trade any voice actors this time unless we want to.
No,
Yeah.
Precy seems content to be doing his own thing. Kane makes a reasonable amount of appearances as the nurse. I think all of the voices are more or less settled.
Oh my
otherwise we would have
God.
tried to talk about it.
I haven't voiced a nurse
I'm
in
sure
like
whatever we do.
2 episodes.
You haven't what?
2 episodes or 2 routes?
Routes.
You said
You haven't
episodes.
Done what?
I know. I was thinking of Umineko.
You guys ready?
Wait. Yes. As for voices, I'm sure whatever we decide, it'll get
You'll
fricked
figure
up as
it
we go
out.
through the route.
Oh god, I have to relearn
Okay.
his voice.
Who was voicing Emmy's mom again?
I was.
Morak.
Okay, so that's Marak. That's a role for
I
Marak.
haven't voiced Emmy.
Kane.
so-
Oh well, Rin makes a huge appearance in this route, so Kane will be able to do that.
I don't even remember anything about how I voiced Rin in any way whatsoever. We're gonna.
Go and recap in the meantime.
Go
I'm gonna
go rewatch
It was
the.
soft. That's the only way.
All
I can
right,
describe it.
all right. Let's actually do this. What am I doing here? Am I really just gonna fold and let Emmy pull ahead? I speed up. The second lap's done quickly, and without even considering it, I keep going. Emmy looks back over her shoulder at me and grins.
Still going?
Wouldn't want you to think I'm out of shape.
You are dumbass.
I want you to think I have a heart condition.
You do, dumbass! Emmy laughs, without breaking her stride no less, and speeds up even more. Well, if this is the way we're gonna play things, I increase my own pace as well. I can feel my lungs burning and my legs are starting to question just what the hell I think I'm doing.
Your brain should be doing the same.
Lactic acid screams in my muscles, but I close my ears.
What? I don't think you're gonna get away from it that way.
metaphor, he said.
I close my ears to the metaphorical screaming of my muscles.
Oh,
Y'all don't
No,
do
not
that.
just
They
his
didn't
muscles.
wanna write
The
cover
lactic
my-
acid in his
No,
muscles.
yeah, you're right. Not his muscles. Specifically the lactic acid.
All I'm saying is she's right. Like, I don't know when the last time y'all ran was, but he's right.
Never.
I
I'm
mean,
not disagreeing
I
with
run
him.
regularly, so I have.
I know that lactic acid feels like that when you run, but I also don't think physically closing your ears off to a metaphorical screaming is gonna do much at all.
Hey Leo, is linguistics tangent still on the bingo?
That's not a linguistics tangent.
Kinda. It's
We're making
kinda
fun of
is.
him for a bad metaphor. That's basically linguistics.
I
mean, we're gonna get another one.
I gotta check. I don't have the new layout memorized.
Oh.
It does not look like linguistics tangent is on here.
No!
We've
It
got
was a
a
free
few new good ones though, so.
I'm sure we'll hit them all.
I'm just there's
Oh
one
my
on
God.
here and I'm just trying to
CD?
figure out if it happened before the stream started or not.
I'll let Leo finish.
The answer
you
is
should-
yes. Wait for it to happen again because it absolutely will.
CD, you should add to your bingo. Oh, not your bingo. Jesus. You should add to your Fiverr page, professional bingo creator, and offer that as a service.
Yeah, put that on your LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I can't let myself fall behind because that would be a loss. The rational voice in my head inquires mildly just when we started playing a game. I'd answer it, but I'm having a lot of trouble
She's an
thinking
Ace
at the present. She's an ace brood. He's still feeling the
he's
after
still a little
effects.
stuck, guys. Don't worry. The time blip will correct itself eventually.
She's so fast. How the hell does she keep it? It's like a string pulling at my chest. A choking feeling of narrowness and pain. Before I can think of anything else than oh shit, the track disappears from under my feet.
L.
I stumble, one hand
Hard
shooting
L.
down.
Common.
I stumble, one hand shooting down to clutch at my chest, the other hitting the track to keep me from falling on my face. Emmy whirls around and her eyes widen.
Esau.
She yells at me, sprinting from the other side of the track.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just dying.
Keep your breathing
I
steady.
was about to say.
Do we have heart attack joke on this new one? I don't.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Oh, I
We
don't
do
know.
have heart attack
It's
joke
been
on
on-
this new one.
It's the one
Yeah,
through
what the
line.
Calm down. Don't panic. Don't panic.
Do you need me to get the nurse?
I close my eyes, shutting out the outside world.
It's just a minor
My
blip.
heart struggles to regain its rhythm. Slowly, the pain in my chest begins to subside. Soon, it's gone like nothing happened. It was nothing? No, something happened there. Yeah, I know, the knees... I saw you put that...
Chart.
Yeah, I know, it's case chart. It's the one that doesn't show up very often. I saw that you put... So, for reference, guys, there was a bingo square on the last one that was knees weak, arms are heavy. Presumably in reference to the fact that towards the end of Hanako's route, I kept rapping the Eminem song a lot. And then, The problem
And then
is
you're
that when CD put it on the bingo, I was deliberately not doing it unless like someone brought the song up,
So we never got it.
so it never happened. I opened
Let's
my
just
eyes
say
again.
knees are going to be a lot weaker in this route.
I opened my eyes again and glanced at a very worried Emmy.
I think I'm fine.
Well, thanks for the confidence, Esau.
My voice sounds weird even to myself, oddly even and matter of fact. It makes Emmy frown.
I don't think you are.
She seems to come to a decision and nods to herself.
Right. You're coming with me. We've got to see the nurse.
Emmy grabs my arm and drags me up. I feel a bit wobbly, but I refuse the shoulder Emmy offers for support. Honestly, I'm feeling a little ashamed by my own weakness.
You have a heart condition.
I remembered my catchphrase to get into the nurse voice. We're in.
Oh, really?
Worse than the one for she's an S.
It's worse.
It's worse.
What is it, dare I ask?
One day I will reveal it, but until then, it is my funny secret.
Okay.
I'm more scared now and also more curious.
One day we will find out about his funny secret.
One day
Jesus,
we will
true.
discover his deviously hilarious secret.
Well,
I did a
This is
witch
fun.
laugh and my mic didn't fucking pick it up.
No, I just tried the
we
beginning
get
of it.
started.
We've got microphone cuts out on the new one? No, it doesn't look like we do. That's a shame. Though to be fair, that's another one that's basically a free space.
It happens every episode.
Honestly, I'm a little ashamed by my own weakness. I'd really rather not have Emmy concerned about me, but it seems to be too late. Heck, I'd really rather not have anyone concerned about my condition, though at this point it seems to be too late for that as well. I'd like to be able to deal with the whole thing on my own, without being a bother to anyone else. While I'm wishing for things, I'd rather not have this condition in the first place.
Nurse.
Emmy crashes into his office without knocking, but it doesn't alarm the nurse in the least.
I'm not surprised.
Good morning, sunshine. What's up?
Sunshine. Anyway, he calmly sips from his coffee mug, but lays it down after
Oh my
following-
god, I forgot about this song. Sorry.
A-E-I-O-U.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear this track again, like a shit ton of times, because it just never played last route.
Yeah, the nurse is basically an Emmy's root character, to be honest.
Good. His theme fucking bangs.
Anyway, he calmly sips from his coffee mug, but lays it down after following Emmy's gaze to me looming in the doorway.
Esau, what brings you here?
What do you think?
We were running and he stumbled over and started grabbing at his chest.
did
And
not mean to
you
do
skipped
that.
a lot!
I didn't mean to do that. Where the... Oh, no, the game skipped that.
Is it on auto? Why?
No,
Because she
it's...
starts saying it very fast, and then he
well,
goes,
I don't have time.
easy there, Emmy. Calm down.
Okay. And I thought I'd come get you and make him wait there, but he said he was okay, but then I thought you should see him anyway, and...
Easy there, Yuko. Calm down.
Should come to Yuko.
Esau, what happened?
I don't know. We were running, and then my chest started hurting like that one time before, but it went away after a few seconds. It was just a flutter or something.
The nurse frowns as if to say that just a flutter is some kind of oxymoron.
I didn't mean quite this when I suggested to get some exercise. You've got to be more careful, Esau.
I was being careful. I just...
No, you fucking weren't. Come to think of it, I just got into a race with a member of the track team. Doesn't seem as well-reasoned as I thought it would.
You just what?
Or... that is, I was racing Emmy.
Emmy, is this true?
Emmy fidgets,
well.
looking adorably contrite.
Well.
Finally, she can't seem to bring herself to say it aloud and merely nods. The nurse sighs and rubs at his forehead with one hand tiredly.
Emmy, gotta be more sensitive to the limits of others. I don't know if he told you, but Hisao has a bad heart. Getting him to race you was incredibly irresponsible.
Alright, actually, I started it.
The nurse is stunned by my statement.
You what?
We were just running, and Emmy started to pull away, and so I sped up to catch her.
The nurse stares at the ceiling, mutters a prayer for patience to some god or another, and then looks back down at the both of us.
It's gonna be over. So you're both stupid. That's a comfort, I guess.
Oh wait, I didn't tell Pumpkin that we were streaming. Give me like half a second.
Now I gotta go phone up Nurse Pumpkin and make sure that they're here. Now that everything's taken care
They're
of.
gonna
The
give you a
amount of
history
shit
lecture
on
on the
my
history
plate.
of heart conditions.
Now come on, Hisao. I've gotta make sure your heart's not gonna explode or something.
That's probably a
What?
good idea. I dutifully obey and follow him to the adjacent room where we ascertain that I am, in fact, not going to keel over and die. What the hell is that screensaver? What the fuck is that screensaver?
What the hell?
This is worse than the
God, no, I love
painting!
I love him. Ain't he beautiful?
So fucking ugly.
This is my parakeet, Benjamin.
It's genuinely worse than the painting!
It is. It looks like a, I don't know, like a golden idol
Holy
that no one
fucking
should have
shit.
ever made.
It's so fucking ugly.
Oh my god, that's bad. Oh, holy shit.
I
my
love him
God.
dearly, and so I put him on my screensaver to remind me of him each day.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark that off as never-ending painting hate because I did bring the painting up. Holy crap, that thing is so ugly though.
I'm saving him in my loser folder titled fugger.png.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! It's so bad! It's so ugly!
Sorry, give me a second. I got out of the voice.
The nurse's
So, how does it feel?
the nurse's screensaver was so jarring. He was like, I can't relate to this character anymore.
It really was.
I don't know. Just... Sorry. Nothing much. Tired, but it might just be from looking at that fucking screensaver. Look at this.
South Sea Bubble Rant?
Hey, don't you shit talk me or my son. You do it again. I'll
My
make
eyes are
sure
up
you
here,
have
buddy.
more heart problems for the next fucking month.
Want to see hot problems? I'll give you hot problems. You lucky boy.
Tired. Oh, okay.
Oh, did you not read that?
I did, but I made a joke.
Oh.
Tired, but it might just be from the exercise.
I don't care that OneDrive isn't signed in.
I feel that for real.
You know,
So do I.
it's a security risk if you're not signed into OneDrive. If.
Also pays.
That's a big if, but nevertheless a prominent if.
Isn't
If
that
you
the opposite?
somehow get ransomware, the only way you're gonna get those files without paying money is by saving them to your cloud.
And
But
pay.
regardless, you should stay here for a few hours and rest.
Yo, guys, we've already
How
got
you
a
feel
pumpkin
after
history
that?
rant.
Really?
What the hell?
Pumpkin's in chat ranting about
That's
something, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay,
mark it
I
off.
see the south, I see the sea. Where do the bubbles come in?
I have friends. Bubble rant?
You read this line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, did you read that as a bingo square? So I have to mark that down.
That we just got twice in a row.
Yep. That sounds like me. That should be the
Well,
free
buddy.
square.
We're good at being us, guys. No one can take that away from us.
Exactly.
Alright,
We're nothing but inconsistently consistent. Or consistently inconsistent. Fuck.
I'm not going to object, so I lie down on the infirmary bed. A thoroughly miserable Emmy comes in after getting an earful from the nurse in the other room. I couldn't hear what he said through the closed door, but I'm sure it wasn't pleasantries.
Look, I'm really, really sorry. I should have been more careful.
Hey, you didn't know. It's not your fault.
She looks awfully down and sorry, and my reassurances don't do anything much to cheer her up.
I want to make it up to you.
Again with that decisive nod.
I don't like it whether you're not. So you have to come have lunch with me. I'll bring it for you, okay? Something really, really good.
I start with the you don't have to, but then just shut up and just nod at her when I see her face.
I'll eat this lunch, darn it. Good.
You'll eat this lunch and fucking like it, bitch.
Hey, Sal, you're gonna get your calories. Hey, Sal.
We meet
You
on the
sound like, oh god, the character from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, the one
you were
lady?
Thought you were gonna perfectly guess exactly who I'm supposed to say.
Oh. No. What's the like the slug lady, the slug receptionist?
Yeah, the attendant,
hair.
the receptionist.
Don't remember her name.
Not who I'm going for, but that is fun.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Always watching Wazowski.
Always watching Wazowski.
I didn't say this line.
I don't remember the name either.
No one.
Me?
Yep.
Must be speaking French.
The weather's nice now, so the roof's a great spot for lunch, you know.
I'm watching you, Hisao Nakai. Always watching.
He's watching.
I think Whiskers got that.
Yes, I do know how companies work. No, sorry, I'm reading a pumpkin thing. I believe I know how
I'm reading
those
a pumpkin
companies
thing.
work.
Ah, understand.
The like. I vaguely remember them from world history.
See.
You'll come, right? Wouldn't deny me the chance to make it up to you.
Of course not.
Great. See you there.
Oh my god, Kane, that's so
Oh.
cursed.
Oh no.
Oh god.
This hurts me in my bones.
Listen, normally I respect a business hustling above the government, but they
Yeah.
past the line.
Actually,
Wrong
no, I
place,
feel
wrong
like
time.
that one was
Wrong place.
sanctioned by the government.
Oh.
I meant the whole operating outside your territory.
Oh, yeah, okay, no,
What?
that makes sense.
Leo, what are you looking at?
Huh?
I just saw a man flash on the screen for like a half a second.
Really?
Oh, that was no. I have to open up one of my Chrome. I have two Chrome windows open, and I realized that I didn't have the YouTube chat docked. Now, it's not like anyone chats in YouTube anyways, but I
Speaking
feel
of
like
which.
as a matter of professionalism, I should at least have it there in case Azerbaijani Thomas decides to show back up or something.
Oh Jesus, no.
Revenge. Thomas.
Revenge of Azerbaijani Thomas. So, no, I had two of the, I have two Chrome windows open, and the other one had an Anthony Fantano video open on it, so that's what you saw, most likely.
It just startled me for a second.
Yeah, no, that
Anyway.
makes sense. Sorry about that.
I'm glad the YouTube doc is here now, because I can post my little dudes.
Alright, hold on, I gotta catch up on the pumpkin rant.
But I like read Empire's Gang put their moral conscience first instead of making a really demented joke. Rare found footage. True.
Oh, trust me, it could be worse. You don't know the depths of which I'm capable of.
Oh Jesus.
Have any of the Hitler
Goodness.
conversations been on stream?
Not
No,
yet.
those were all in the new Empires thing. It's because Hypnage is part of it.
Oh yeah.
The Hitler conversations don't come up until Hypnage joins.
I feel like we should be abundantly clear here. We do not support Hitler in
Oh,
any
yeah.
way, shape, or form.
Wait,
I
okay.
feel like I need to
Hitler the
preface
guy
that when
or
you say
Hitler the
Hitler
cricket?
conversation like it's something very bad.
Did
because
you
I'm
just
not-
say Hitler the guy or Hitler the cricket?
It's gone both ways in the past.
Is Hitler the does have we even edited far enough at Stardew Valley Empires to get to Hitler the cricket?
Definitely
he was-
not.
No.
However,
Terraria.
the
No,
Empire's
Hitler the
game-
cricket was Stardew Valley.
Yeah, because that was when I officially had a roommate, so we had 2 bonus members in Empires.
Huh.
Shh, don't worry about it, see?
I have an announcement to make. The Collective Empires gang would like to come together to make an official statement. Adolf Hitler, not very cool. Didn't have much drip, didn't have much swag. Overall, Adolf Hitler didn't ball.
He had
That's-
that L Riz.
El Riz, bad
He
guy.
was not ballin'.
Like, mid as
Tear off
fuck.
his mustache.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm pulling out. I'm just gonna mark off Facetious Empires gang. We've earned that square at this point.
We've earned it by trying not to earn it. Like trying to redeem ourselves.
Also, I feel like this also constitutes as a really long tangent, 5+ minutes, which is also a new bingo board square. So tangents are
We
now a
should finish
bingo.
Act 1 tonight.
Huh?
We should finish Act 1 tonight, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
We still got plenty of time, but we gotta hurry the hell up.
All right,
And
I'm
between
gonna
the
let's
tangents
let's get this back on the road, shall we? I stay afloat somewhere between sleep and awake, feeling completely drained. Not only my body, but all of me is limp and paralyzed, apart from my senses. I swallow with difficulty and then try to lie as still as I can, which in this state is not a very hard thing to do. The nurse is shuffling around on the other side of the curtains he drew to give me some privacy. I can see his shadow shifting about in the sunlight. He has opened the window of his office. It's windy outside. The clear white curtains flutter in the breeze in a heavy, lazy motion like waves. Light sifts through them slowly, half absorbing it into the fabric. I close my eyes. The breeze on my face feels like the soft fabric of the curtains. I listen to the sound of my heartbeat for a moment, trying to shut out the sound of the nurse tapping away on his computer and my own heavy breathing. It's steady. Damn it, not even a week and I ended up like this again. I really screwed up this time. Should have known better than to play the half-baked sports star in front of a real one. Why did I try to act brave, like the heart flutter was no big deal even when it was obvious that it was? It was just a reflex, to push it away, to keep it inside. I didn't want it to happen. I didn't want Emmy to see it. Ugh. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I have to be more careful, or I'll end up in the hospital again, or worse. That's my final thought before I give in to the tiredness.
The worst part about restarting each route is Hisao just being a fucking loser again at the beginning of each
I
round.
know.
Like, it's just every time.
Do we want to mark off Hisao's 10 years old already?
No, he's not that. He didn't do
Okay,
anything like
not
that yet.
specifically.
He's just a.
I don't
People
know.
his age
The,
act this way.
the fucking stupid line was pretty childish IMO.
Actually, that's true.
We'll
wait,
cut
okay.
Hisao some slack for now.
I have to get
yeah.
a new baseline to see when he dips even further.
Hold on, I gotta. I'll do that in a second. I'll catch up on the Pumpkin's history rant once other people start talking. I fell asleep.
TLDR, nobility pyramid scheme.
Nice. I fell asleep? For how long? What time is it? Feeling a little lightheaded, and I keep blinking compulsively. Pushing the curtain aside, I squint my eyes against the unfiltered light pouring in from the window. The texture of the canvas feels nothing like the wind did before. The nurse looks up from his work, sitting exactly where he was before.
Fuck, I lost that once. How you feeling?
Can't really tell, so I don't answer anything. Feeling kind of groggy from falling asleep at such a weird time. Hopefully I don't look too weird.
What time is it?
Me croaking the question to gain some orientation. I feel like there should have been more to that sentence, but there just isn't. It's not.
No,
me-
it's just like me croaking.
No,
I see
no, no,
what
no,
you
no, no,
mean.
no, no, no. You can't use me in that context because me is the direct object form. You can't use a direct object as the subject of a sentence.
Linguistics, right? Linguistics. Right?
This is an actual linguistics rant, but we don't have it on the bingo board anymore. Am I wrong though? Me is
I like
you
it,
can't
bingo.
use me as the subject of a sentence. It's a direct object.
For once, I genuinely don't have an answer. I don't fucking know.
Me croaking.
I feel like there's something else that's gonna come in a second, but it hasn't yet, and Leo is technically right, so...
The nurse. Oh, okay, I see. I kind of see where they might be going with this. Me croaking the question to gain some orientation. The nurse looking at his wristwatch before answering. Things seem to happen in slow
Oh.
motion. Okay,
We got ahead of ourselves again.
it is technically grammatically incorrect, but it's being used. It's being used in an artistic form, so I don't care.
10:15.
I try to think for a moment what that means, but I'm not really sure.
You didn't answer my question, Esau.
Oh, fine.
Climb down from that bed then. See how you're doing. Don't.
I try to do exactly that, only to sway dizzily when I move too fast. The nurse moves to support me by an arm and sighs.
Fucking dunce. Stand up too quickly is what I was going to say. Just sit there. I'll check your pressure to make sure.
My good intentions sure lasted for a long time. I shut up, embarrassed with myself, while the nurse gets busy with an old-fashioned contraption in my arm. After a couple of minutes, he puts it away, looking neither pleased nor unhappy.
You're alright. Has your head stopped spinning?
Yeah.
Good. And how are the contents doing? You didn't show very good judgment out there, Esau.
I swallow the retort I was going to make. It's what I was thinking myself, but hearing it stated by someone else makes me want to protest. What he's saying is not pleasant to hear, doesn't make him any less right.
No, sir.
He nods, still looking as neutral as he was before. It'd be easy to be angry at him if he said,
What?
told you so or something, but he doesn't.
I can try and help you keep your health, but ultimately the last call lies with you. Hopefully this little episode will be something that'll remind you of that. Yeah, a note for your teacher to avoid an interrogation. I thought he meant like 10 p.m.
Nah.
No, it wouldn't be bright out in that case.
Bro,
I take the slip of paper he's offering and then make my leave, as I can't think of anything else to say, nor even really want to.
stay out of trouble, you hear me? I don't think it was anything but a scare, but next time could be different.
I hear you. There's some way to get to the school building straight from the auxiliary building, but I'm not keen to find out and possibly get lost, so I go out from the exit that I know works. I stop at the stairs of the auxiliary building, deliberating for a moment between going to the dorms to get my books and stuff and going straight away to class.
Take a shower first.
The sun stings my eyes, so I head towards the dorms. The halls are quiet as the courtyard was, naturally so, since everyone is in class. I knock lightly at the
God darn me.
I
What'd you say,
knock
Ken?
lightly at the door of 3-3 and push open the door when Muto calls out from the other side.
Sorry I'm late.
15 pairs of eyeballs turn to me.
I guess Leo was doing this guy's voice before, but since he's doing narrator, I'll take back over.
No, didn't you say you were going to take back over?
Probably.
Like at
but I
the
don't
end,
remember.
didn't you take back over at the end of last session?
You
I don't think
did.
I... Did I?
Yeah, when
Huh,
Misha
so.
and Muto were
You're
having
right,
that
yes,
conversation.
I did. Yes, I do. No, sorry, it's been a second.
It's
That's
this is a
insane.
really short turnaround between streams.
Leo, it's
morning,
been
Buckeye.
more than 2 minutes.
That's fair
That's long
enough. You
enough
know
for
what?
any of us.
I will accept that line of reasoning.
I already forgot Emmy's voice.
Fair enough. Muto seems to be somewhat confounded by my coming in late, as if I interrupted his flow or something. Judging from the rambling lectures his classes tend to be, that might be the case. I pass him the note the nurse gave me. Muto takes it with a nod and reads it quickly. He lifts an eyebrow and gives me a kind of stern look, but doesn't say anything, just nods solemnly again. I shrug and he gestures at me to run along, so I naturally do. Only 2 pairs of eyes remain keenly following me as I walk to my seat. I'm not surprised in the least when I feel Misha's fingernail prickle through my shirt about 15 seconds after seating myself.
Caprese! Oh, you were right there.
None of your business.
I know this is probably the worst answer I can give, as it only serves to pique their curiosity, but I have no energy to come up with elaborate cover stories right now. However, Misha backs off. She's unexpectedly fast to give up today. In a minute, she's back at poking me with her finger.
Oh, come on, tell us! Shichan is very interested too.
It was just my wishful thinking. She just talked about it with Shizune, probably devising ways to get me to spill the beans.
No.
She retreats to negotiate again.
As a member of the student council, it's your duty to tell us why you are skipping class, especially if it's something fun.
We know what this one does. We know what that one does.
Well, do we want to do that one?
Wait, does it? Yeah,
No,
what
that's
is this
Shizune's
choice?
route.
No, that's
Oh,
the
what?
bad ending.
Wait, oh!
Uh-oh.
Remember, he fucking blows up on them and acts like a douche?
To be fair, this was more than 3 routes ago at this
Oh,
point.
I know, but it's fair enough, but it's a really fucking... I remember we were joking about how much he seems to completely blow it out of proportion. So, I mean,
Wait,
obviously
so
we want to choose this top
Okay,
one,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I want to die.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Like, just...
Genji Root, part 2.
Genji 2 Electric Boogaloo!
Hell yeah.
I like how we've given up on hating Kenji. We've just embraced Kenji.
Oh, I
Eat it,
have
bro.
not given up.
Reluctantly.
I have
Reluctantly.
Why do I feel like he's somehow gonna have even more surprise character development this route?
I don't think he does, actually. I think that was just
No,
Shizune's route.
that's just Shizune's route.
Shizune's route is just everyone's route.
Shizune's route is everyone's route. Everyone's route. They even gave Hanako a wee bit of character development.
Yeah.
Our route. Makes sense considering it's
I
probably
think
the
the
one
only
you're
one
supposed
who
to play first.
doesn't get development is like Lily and Rin, I think, were the 2 that didn't.
We get backstory on Lily, but we don't really get development. We just like learn about her connection to Shizune
Yeah.
and shit.
There was that
We
one
get-
scene where they go fishing, though. Where they all go fishing.
We-
That one was a cute scene. I like that one.
Yeah, that was cute. It was also more development on Lily's sister than her,
Okay, yeah, sure.
which is even funnier.
Everyone gets development in Shizune's route. I wonder, did they, like, intend for people to play Shizune's route first? That way you
Yeah,
get, like, a
probably
little
talked
taste?
about this.
They
Probably.
definitely did because it's the easiest route to get on.
No, I think Emmy's is actually slightly easier to get on. You need, like, 3 choices. Like, in total. And literally,
Yeah.
the rest of it... Huh?
Sorry, you go first.
It's like 3 choices, and literally most of the other choices don't matter. Like, you can completely override some of the other routes just by
Pretty sure
Emmying.
I'm pretty sure you literally only need 1 choice to get onto Shizune's route. There are it's weird because you can get all the points for Shizune and Lily, but then all the points reset to 0. Oh wait, never mind.
No, I'm literally looking at it right now.
Yeah, I misread the flowchart. That's my bad. You're right.
No, you have to get 2 affection points with Shizune in order to get the flag that you need to get on her route.
Mm-hmm.
Emmys, you just have to make a few choices.
Yep. Well,
Wait.
Emmys is literally, did you not get on Shizune's route?
Guys, there's a problem.
Well,
We got on Shizune's route.
When? Oh, you fuck.
Kidding me.
Completely by fucking accident. Alright,
Why
hold
did
on.
we save then?
Hold on,
What was the
load.
purpose?
I give up. We're just gonna...
Wait, no.
I'm just gonna go
Wait.
all the way back and do some skips. I know
No,
how to get
no. If we say I don't want to talk about it, it's too late now, but we could have said I don't want to talk about it, okay? And then go to lunch with Emmy and her friend, which would avoid the Death Zero flag and put us onto Emmys because we
It
avoided the student council.
depends.
It
No,
does
you're
not.
totally
I'm looking
right.
at this.
I was looking at the wrong branch. Hold on.
God
Then we can just go back. Then I can just go back to exercise, and then
Oh, yeah,
I
that
go,
would be good.
okay, no, I see how this works now. Sorry, I was
Peace out.
looking at the left side branch and not the right side, which I should have been. So we go for it, skip mode.
Peace out. Get out of bed, peace out.
Wake up, Sal. It's time.
The wrong place at the wrong man, the right place can make all the difference.
They switched the way
Just
the choices
switched.
were orders. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
what the fuck? I want to
Hey,
talk
what's
about
going on
it,
here?
okay?
Why did Pumpkin just send me a Oh my god, what the Pumpkin put that in Leo's
What the fudge happened?
Zen! Oh my god!
Yeah?
No, Pumpkin
Chainsaw
just
Man.
sent me a picture.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it just loaded in suddenly on my end.
Oh, that's really funny. I don't want to talk about it, okay.
Beedrill.
I'm not gonna tell.
Misha, Caprese.
Oh.
I don't know why I called you by. Whatever.
No, you're right. There is no Caprese. There is just Misha.
Is
Oh.
that so?
There was never any Caprice. It was always just Misha.
No.
Oh, I get it.
Mashreezy.
Yeah.
There is no CD4TC. There is only Kenji. We should just bring CD onto the street to voice Kenji. That the joke would be complete
I
then.
would be saved.
Whiskers wouldn't have to do it anymore. Though to be fair, I think Whiskers does like the best Kenji.
It is my curse.
It is
That-
your it is
We're
your
gonna hire
burden to
Speedy on
bear.
Fiverr. Whiskers is now unemployed.
You've been usurped as your Kenji role. Nah, he's doing Emmy this route, so he's safe for now. She thinks about this for a moment.
That's stingy, Hee-chan.
I can hear the pout in her voice, disappointed and downcast. She retreats again for a moment to negotiate with the brainy half of the dynamic duo before returning.
I think we should have lunch together and discuss more about this, Hee-chan says. It's our treat. Besides, you need to make up for not being there in the morning, and we need help with the work.
The other students around us are starting to give us a look, probably because Misha is leaning so much over her desk that she's almost bumping heads with me. Her curly hair brushes my neck. It smells like shampoo and very much like whatever she puts in there to make it go like that. I think the girl in front of me is trying to eavesdrop. Hope no one is getting the wrong idea about this, though I'm not really sure how it would be possible to get any other kind of idea. Luckily, Muto stays oblivious or deliberately ignores Misha. So far. Canonically puts mayonnaise in her hair.
Ew.
I
No,
can't really
fine.
win this one, can I?
God, don't remind me of that.
Of what?
The guy who puts mayonnaise in his hair.
This is a real person. Of course it is.
Some dude on reality TV.
Oh, okay. I promised to eat with Emmy too, but I can't be in two places at the same time. Yo, just get one of the time turners from Harry Potter. Pull a Hermione.
Alright, guys. Should we do a Discord poll?
I would like to point out that we have picked neither of these options before, which means that was the second time we've gone, oh fuck, this is accidentally Shizune's route, and just not questioned it.
Oh boy.
Well, no, we haven't selected I don't want to talk about it either.
We just haven't seen this choice before.
Yo.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll go to lunch with Emmy and her friend.
Her friend, quote
Are you
unquote.
sure that's what you want to do?
Yes.
No.
I mean, fuck it, I'll voice Shizune again if I have to.
Just replay Shizune's route, no Emmy route.
When do you see the Mafia boss back?
Sorry, I can't. I promised to have lunch with someone else already.
Who? Is it a girl?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Her giggle compels me to quickly follow with something so she doesn't get the wrong idea.
It's nothing like that. It's just a bit complicated.
That makes it even more suspicious.
Safety.
Complicated. Yeah, that's what my life is. Despite already setting into a daily routine of school life. Should that not be settling? Like, does setting even work in that context?
Setting works. Putting yourself into a daily routine of school life.
I guess.
Settling is a better word in my opinion, but setting still works perfectly.
I wouldn't say perfectly, but I guess it does technically work. All things must be put into a new kind of perspective in this second life. Reconsidered from this... I'm going to reread this because I'm not entirely sure if I did it right. All things must be put into a new kind of perspective in this second life. Reconsidered from the point of view of this new me. Okay, I think I understand what that says now. The me with a broken heart.
Also, I don't know if I can come to the council after all.
She's now stuck in an infinite loop of Shizune's route. In order to break the seal, he must enlist the power of Kenji and several old friends to achieve true harem life. Katawa Shoujo out on Steam on March 13th, 2023.
Jesus Christ.
I'd fucking play it. Did you say this one?
Yes.
Cool.
Or, at least for now, I have something else I need to focus on first.
That's right. I have to rethink my priorities. This is something that has swirled around in my head since the nurse gave me that speech. I really can't afford to pretend I don't have this condition. I'm surprised that I can think so analytically, but I'll go with the flow for now.
I promise I'll explain properly later, but not now, okay? Please tell Shizune I'm sorry for letting her down.
If you say so, Hee-chan.
She sounds surprised and serious, which I don't think I've ever heard Misha to be before. Misha luckily understands that I'm serious, a stroke of luck that I could tell what... A stroke
You hit
of
the
luck...
mute button?
No, I didn't.
A stroke.
I'm just trying to figure out what this...
No,
Misha
I'm just confused why
luckily
the music cut
understands
out.
that I'm serious. A stroke of luck that I could tell what I mean so clearly even she got it. Okay. She retreats to translate our discussion to Shizune. Neither of them talk to me after that.
Amma would have fucking saved that sentence.
Huh?
A comma would have saved that sentence.
Anything would have saved that sentence.
Commas are so useful and they are not used enough.
The class goes on lazily. I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. I even stopped worrying about taking notes and being overly attentive. The first few days I was pretty high-strung in class. Muto finishes his lecture about electricity early, but continues without a pause about the festival.
So, as you know, the festival is on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Have a good time, but also come Sunday, please keep the meaning of this festival in your minds.
And fried
Especially-
food.
If there's ever a silence, Priest just needs to assume it's him. Like, just dead silent for more than 3 seconds. Priest is just like, oh, that's me.
Just gonna say,
Yeah.
Everyone bursts out in laughter, and so do I.
Yes, thank you, Mikado. Now please shut up. But what I meant was...
Shut up.
The remainder of his sentence is buried beneath the ring of the lunch bells, and everyone starts packing their things. Muto deliberates for a moment, but since almost nobody seems to be paying attention anymore, he gives up and sits down. It's crowded in the hallway, or as crowded as hallways in this school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria. Normally I'd join the flow and grab a lunch myself, but today is different. Today, I've been invited to lunch on the roof. An odd location, but that's where I was told to go. Fortunately, I managed to find shelter from the storm in the lee of the classroom door. Eventually, the torrent subsides, and I tentatively step out into the hallway. Only to be met by Emmy, who comes flouncing down the hallway like a cannonball.
hi. Oh wait, frick. Hey, hi Hazel. Great timing. I have super extra lunch today, as promised. Let's go upstairs.
Sorry to interrupt. I actually don't know this track name. Was it School Days?
I think it's school days, yeah, but we've already missed it, so hold on.
Or it could have been generic Happy
Oh
Music.
no, it's Standing
Oh,
Tall!
fuck. Okay, yeah, I just flat out didn't know that one.
Kane and I get the fucking track name wrong again. That should have been on the bingo. It is unfortunately not. Keep that one in mind for the final route, CD. Though maybe by that point we'll have actually figured out all the names.
You know we won't.
I fucking know we won't.
It's still gonna play
We're not that
Nocturne a
good,
ton
guys.
during Lily's rap.
Nocturne's gonna show up. Is this Romance and Andante? Corporate needs you to find the difference between these two images.
They're the same song.
The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated, but it's clearly been used recently. At the top of the stairs is a door, complete with missing padlock. I wonder who the intrepid individual was that removed the lock. Emmy shoves the door open and steps beaming into the sunlight. Suddenly, a tall, dark stranger appears out of nowhere, standing imposingly in front of us. Emmy flinches back, almost falling back down the stairs.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yipes, you scared me, Ren.
Wait, isn't she...
Hello.
Noticing that Rin is speaking to me, Emmy looks at me curiously at me.
You two know each other?
I look confusedly at Emmy.
She's that friend of yours?
Rin has turned her gaze towards the clouds drifting above the school.
I didn't know you knew this person, Emmy.
The awkward silence lasts only for a few seconds until Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugging the coincidence off.
I invited Hazel for lunch. If you know him, that's just better.
Oh. Does this mean I don't get food? Or did you invite him for lunch without the lunch?
Neither. I have food for 3.
Nice thinking.
They walk to the other end of the roof while I stay at the clock tower for a while, taking in the atmosphere. There's nobody else but us here. Is this one air guitar? I'm actually
Yes.
going to start
Yes,
playing
it
a
is.
game. Okay, cool. Very recognizable for the,
No, I
guitar
got this,
that
guys.
they
It's
play.
Megalovania.
It's Megalovania.
Is this the rude saying something?
Da-da-da-da.
You can't karaoke Megalovania. Yada-da-da. Oh boy. There's nobody else but There's nobody else but us here. I guess the roof is not as popular as it is in other schools. A few rundown benches and tables are scattered along the edges, perhaps in an attempt to make the rooftop a little look less desolate.
I would just like to go on a small tangent first. Didn't Leo, asking you because you are a resident Japanese expert, aren't roofs not normally popular?
Anime stereotype.
Yeah.
Kinda depends, actually. They're usually more of like a secluded hangout spot is how they're generally more often portrayed. And oftentimes Japanese high schools lock the door of their roof. You'll also notice
exclusive to Japanese high schools.
Huh?
I don't think that's exclusive to Japanese high schools.
Yeah, but think back to your high school. Did you know where the stairwell was that led to the roof?
Yeah, but that's
I
because I'm
did
weird.
actually. I did actually.
I didn't, which is why I brought it up. No, they actually make a point usually in anime of saying this place is locked, but we have broken the lock, picked the lock, or there's a secret way to get up to the roof.
The reason it's a hideout in Persona 5.
Yeah, what I think is a little different about the way they characterize the roof in Katawa Shoujo is generally consistent with other anime tropes, I would say.
Anyway, the roof access in my school was those auditoriums that are usually close to the front?
Sure,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, there's like a little audio editing room in the back, and then in that audio room is a separate door that leads to a ladder that goes up to the roof.
Oh,
Did you ever go up there?
interesting.
I never got the chance to go up there, unfortunately, but doing like an acting program at our school, I got to see it.
Gotcha.
That's neat, at least.
Anyways, the small pebbles covering the roof rattle beneath our feet. Actually, hold on. Does would that count as the Anime Illusions Katawa Shoujo bingo square? I peek through the chain link fence to take a look at the school grounds and beyond. Students are strolling in pairs and groups around the quadrangle and at the cafeteria. A few delivery trucks are driving past the school towards the convenience store nearby. Somewhere, a watchdog barks at a passerby. Where would a watchdog be?
I don't
Outside
know.
the school.
There could be like a seeing eye dog or something here. That would make the most sense.
But they said watchdog. I don't know. We
I
should
don't
just
know.
not question it. Let's not. Let's finish Act 1 tonight.
All right.
In the quadrangle.
Debate this for like 40
Quadrangle.
more minutes.
Somehow, when I look towards the town center, the small town feel strikes me very strongly, almost palpably. The hectic lifestyle of big metropolises seems so far away and foreign here. Nobody has to run to catch a bus like their life depended on it, or get their senses overloaded by the neon lights and traffic jams. I feel surprisingly optimistic about this new life of mine, looking at my new hometown, even if it's going to be mine for only one short year. Finding out about my illness and having to move away from home all came so suddenly I hadn't had time to think about how I feel about it. When I step out of the shadow of the clock tower to the open, I feel warmth touching my back. The sun shines from a perfectly clear cerulean sky. A cool breeze sweeping over the rooftop makes me shiver, but only briefly. The wind carries the scent of trees and flowers, not smog and car exhaust like it used to just a few weeks ago. Emmy settles on a bench with Rin in tow and produces one big and two small lunchboxes from her bag.
Oh, fudge! Come on, Hazel, what are you waiting for?
She's beckoning me to join them, making room on the already small bench. Why was that transition necessary?
I like
Zoom in.
Yeah, but it was a slide off, and then a slide back in, but this time their sprites are bigger.
He did a
Exactly,
360
makes
closer
no
to the
sense,
bench.
that's why I like it.
He jumped, he did a 360 and landed on the bench.
The doctor told me to take it easy.
Valid points.
I seat myself on the corner of the bench to take as little space as possible. It's pretty cramped, but somehow all three of us fit on it.
Impressive view.
Emmy suppresses a giggle and places a lunchbox in front of Rin and hands another lunchbox to me.
Here you go. Lunch as promised.
Homemade, no less. I'm impressed.
Wow, this looks really good.
Thanks. I make it myself when I can.
Conversation dies off as I set about the business of feeding myself. Taking a few bites, I glance up and notice Reen deftly opening the lunchbox and popping a fork full of food into her mouth using only her feet. Even though I've seen it before, I can't help but be impressed at her dexterity. It's also a reminder of the sort of place I am in right now. Will I ever get used to sights such as these? I can't decide if getting used to such a thing would be a good thing or a bad thing either. Jesus, Hisao. Does getting used to this place mean that I'm giving up on being...
Oh my god.
It keeps getting worse with every line!
Isha, you never had a chance at being a normal human.
Nah.
Alright, is it time to mark off Hisao's 10 years old?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Ooh, guys, we are actually 1 square away from a bingo.
Emmy has
That's
2
not
pairs of
surprising.
eyebrows.
What the fuck? So much. No. Are we sure that those top things?
They're
aren't-
definitely meant to be the eye sockets, but because they didn't get rid of them when she closed her eyes, they just look like eyebrows.
Oh,
No, I think they're still supposed to be. They're supposed to show the contour of her eyes, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're supposed to be showing.
quad brow.
Quad brow. So much eyebrow. Or does it just mean that I'm becoming more understanding about those around me? I'm distracted from my thoughts by the sight of Emmy tearing into her lunch as if it had insulted her ancestors.
You seem pretty hungry.
I mean... So, CD says he thinks what Hisao just did would be more a Hisao ableist moment. Oh, we also have that on this
gonna say,
bingo
10 years
square.
old.
All right, cool. Let's
Yeah, I would
just
switch
use
it,
the
'cause
ableist.
10-year-old Hisao is him being... We know when he's 10 years old.
Childish.
Childish, sure. I mean, that stupid comment earlier was pretty childish. But I'll give him a pass for now. Emmy looks up, mouth half full, and swallows before nodding.
My morning run always works up an appetite. Which is great, because then I burn through lunch pretty quickly. Helps me keep my girlish figure.
Sorry, 1 second. What would happen if you lose it? Would you become a man?
I very nearly choke on my lunch, trying not to laugh.
It's a figure of speech.
Does your figure have to run in the mornings too?
Do you always talk like this?
Yes.
Like what?
Okay, what?
I think that answers my question.
Never mind. So,
I struggle to think of small talk and settle on the obvious question.
what's it like not having any arms? How'd you two meet?
Well,
Ren seems content
You
to let
like
Emmy
food?
answer this question.
Someone in the housing department thought that we'd complement each other well, so we were assigned rooms next to one another.
Compliment each other.
like shoes in a suit.
Huh?
Emmy giggles at my confusion.
I have no arms.
Oh my god.
I have no arms, you dumb motherfucker.
Oh my god. Put us together and we've got our limbs, get it?
And then some. Damn. Ah.
Wait, do they? Oh wait, they have.
What do you mean, do they? They would have two torsos.
Well, okay, well, I don't know. I was thinking like limbs.
You
I'm like,
slap
Raj
Rit and
was
Emmy
right.
together, you get a
I did
monster
not
with
put it up.
everything except for forearms and...
No, just conjoined twins.
Sure.
We put too much. Okay. So I started helping Rin get ready in the mornings, and that was that. I mean, you can't help someone get dressed every morning and not get along.
I beg to differ, but okay. I see.
Rin chooses this moment to interject.
Cool shirts.
Right, that seems fairly obvious.
It does.
Really? Sorry, guys.
Kind of.
I know you're trying to be
you would
soft-spoken,
have trouble
Kane,
with
but it's
shirts.
coming through very quietly.
Move the fucking mic closer then. How about that?
It was like a perfect, like, smack when you did that. It was awesome.
Because I picked my mic up and slammed it down closer.
Just don't blow on any dandelions.
Don't worry, I'll save that.
I'll save it for what?
That's a special surprise for later.
No, no.
Right, you'll learn.
Oh no.
We have two things. We have a funny secret and a not funny secret.
This isn't helping, but at least Emmy seems to find the whole thing funny. That, combined with the fact that Reen is genuinely curious, makes me feel slightly better and yet confused.
I mean, you've got no arms. So, putting on a shirt seems like one of those things that would be difficult.
You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking now. It'll save me a lot of trouble in the long run. Rin nods in what I suspect is meant to be a sage manner.
I see.
The conversation dies as I turn my attention back to my lunch. It's really quite good. Emmy finishes her lunch first and makes a contented noise.
Ah, that's good.
So any weird noises? My chair fucking making noises.
Alright,
turned
that's
my,
good to know.
I turned my volume filter off so that my mic would fucking pick me up.
Ah.
Pick up the chair, too.
Don't worry, I can hear Leo tapping a pen or something like that, so it's all good.
Ooh, I should go on monkey type in between lines. Ah, damn it, my mic's still sensitive enough to not pick up my keyboard.
No, we hear it.
No, we...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh! I will be
A little
aware
bit of
that.
both.
As she busies herself with cleaning up her lunch, Rin speaks up.
I'm thirsty.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Sorry.
With a flourish, she reaches into her bag and removes a trio of juice boxes. She tosses me one that appears to be cranberry juice, one tureen that appears to be some kind of strawberry milk, complete with a pink color scheme, and keeps an equally pink of some box of some kind of fruit punch for herself. Reen dexterously stabs her straw through the top of her box and begins to drink. I'm once again impressed by how flexible she is, but this time I keep my comment to myself. Somehow I don't think Emmy or Reen are the sorts of people to think twice about the way they work around their particular disabilities. Reen especially so. Indeed, she gives off the impression of being entirely unaware that she's missing any limbs at all. Whether or not that's a conscious decision is another matter. I'm honestly not sure.
So, Hiso, how do you like it up here?
It's quite nice, actually. I like high places. For the view. Thanks for inviting me up here. And for the lunch, too.
Emmy grins a 1,000-watt grin, pleased by my response, I suppose.
No problem. Feel free to eat with us next time, too, okay? I won't make you a lunch, but you can bring your own up here.
No lunch service? I don't know.
Marak, I assume you know what I think that sounded like.
Maybe?
I don't know.
The fuck, I'm muted?
Fudge, I forgot the line.
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
What's the rest of the line?
I can't
Oh,
say
wait,
it,
we
that's
can't say it here.
spoilers!
Thank God I forgot it then.
I don't know.
don't
There
even remember the
There it
reference.
It's
You know,
for a
from
thing
the,
you did.
From
the
the thing.
From the thing.
Okay,
Well,
apparently,
thing
I'm
with
just
the people and the us.
okay.
How we
I-
got together and did
It's-
voice acting, and it wasn't Katawa Shoujo.
What? Oh!
The moment of realization.
Okay, I was thinking of the other thing involving us and the thing. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna answer it like this. Oh.
Fair enough. And he looks mock offended.
Trying to take advantage of my good nature? Truly criminal of you, Hisao. The nerve.
Yeah.
She giggles.
Well, if that's your answer, I guess Rin and I will just have to keep eating lunch all alone.
I am suddenly assaulted by the most heart-rending puppy dog eyes I've ever seen as Emmy pouts.
Kidding. I was kidding. I'd love to eat lunch up here again. Good location, and the company's okay too.
Emmy frowns a bit at my declaration of okay, but seems happy enough that I've accepted her invitation. I guess this makes us friends now. Or at least acquaintances. The lunch bell rings, signaling return downstairs.
And you didn't finish your lunch again.
I wasn't that hungry.
Don't eat more, you're gonna fade away.
Rin shrugs, as if this is an acceptable risk.
Come on, we'd better get going.
The three of us head down the stairs together. Alright, I will bring this up, because I feel like we are actually in a part of the game we have played before.
We are.
Then let's skip.
Do you want to
It doesn't have to do with Rin or Emmy, so let's skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, okay, not counting the obvious decrease in weight, that Rin weighs way more than Emmy.
Probably.
Oh,
Legs are heavier
sure.
than arms.
I said not counting the obvious weight difference.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Still, you're probably right.
Whoops.
Actually, we're literally
What the
right
fuck?
before
Wait,
the divergence
what the
point. What?
There's only like
What?
a 9-kilogram difference between the two.
That's 18 pounds. That's still pretty. It's not.
Still,
Like,
how does Hanukkah weigh more than Rin?
Because she's
I
taller.
don't know. She's not missing
Oh, she
her
is
arms.
taller. I really thought Hanukkah was smaller.
She's not missing her arms? Oh my god!
You know what? Yeah, I didn't think about that. You got me there, Mark.
I mean, fair enough, but...
I think you underestimate the weight of human limbs.
No,
it
it makes sense. It's just the fact that you thought of that.
I mean, not to pick at the low-hanging fruit, but it is what it is.
Fair enough. Just took me off guard.
Tell me.
We are actually, by the way, literally almost exactly at the divergence point for Emmy's route, so, I mean, we can skip it, but we're going to be starting again pretty soon.
Yeah, that's even more reason to skip it if we're right next to it. Might as well just.
Skip.
What are we on foot and mouth right now?
Yeah.
No, we finished.
I literally don't know how far to skip. That's the issue.
It will stop when we get there, won't it?
No. First, Act 1 isn't as cleanly divided.
Oh, wait. No, okay, yeah, no. We just finished foot and mouth. Right now is support.
No,
If
we
stick
are
through
in
this-
foot and mouth still.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Let's just continue
Really?
then.
Yeah, just.
Let's just
well,
try and
just
pick up
speed
the
read.
pace.
Just speed
No,
through.
I want to argue for a skip because.
I mean, we
Fucking
can just
fine.
manually skip it.
Ah!
So, like, Hanukkah.
Foot and mouth.
Now we have to be
Support.
on school support. Yeah, support is just him talking to himself, and then if we didn't flag death, we go to anesthetics, which is her route.
Yes.
But if we did flag death, then we're in Kenji.
So this is the scene where Muto talks to us. We do this, then Hanako shows up. We're still fine.
Bam, we're on Emmy's route.
Did I go too far, or do you think that's
Nope.
right? Okay.
Nope,
No,
this
we're
is a good spot.
The school is a beehive of activity, but nobody pays me any heed. Oh wait, the game stops itself if you get to a scene you haven't seen yet.
Yes.
Alright, I'm dumb, okay. The school is a beehive of activity, but nobody pays me any heed. I saunter past classrooms filled with students frantically doing this and that, buzzing around like little worker bees. You wouldn't guess the school day is over. It's a bit quieter outside, but not that
Oh my
much.
god. Sorry, that noise went on, and I thought it was my shield falling.
Oh. People zip by, left and right, hurrying as quickly as they can, busy and energetic. I feel the opposite. The midday sun seems to be draining all the spirit out of my body, making it feel limp all over. Warm, soft air flows inside my shirt, feeling like a cushion. I yawn lazily, thinking about what I'd do. I'll drop off my books at the dorms first, and then something I haven't decided yet. Maybe Kenji's in his room. Don't go down that sign of thought.
Uh-oh.
On the way to the dorms, I spot Emmy coming my way, running despite not having those weird running prosthetics on. I wave at her, and she skids to a stop.
Very weird to look at. The unfinished painting.
Haven't seen it in a while.
Wow.
Yo, Hiso.
She did kinda, though. Spatters of white and green paint adorn her nose and chin respectively, but her smile is wide, as it seems it always is. She leans closer to me, amplifying the feeling that she is examining me.
What you doing?
Literally nothing. Nothing, really. I don't have anything to do for the festival, and everyone else seems to be doing something important.
That was a Maroc precognition moment, which is a new bingo square.
Nice.
It just says having a precognition, so anyone having a precognition is fair
I
game.
literally just saying to
Group
myself,
precognition.
oh my God, right?
Imagine the possibility.
Insert the Frey reference. Oh my god.
Me, an empath, suggesting. Never mind. I gave that.
What were you about
What
to
is
say?
Frey?
What?
No, I said the wrong word. It's a verbal typo. I give up.
I
Self
give
banned?
up. All right.
How to? Oh, I'll get it. Sorry.
The Frey is the band that sung "How to Save a Life," by the way.
How to what?
How to Save a Life.
Keep going.
Okay, fine.
It's perfect. Then you can help me and Ren.
With festival preparations? Nah, I'm not sure I'd be much of help.
That's fine. I'm not much help either.
Amy grabs my wrist and starts tracking me back inside the school quite forcefully. Even her walking speed is more like jogging, making me stumble over myself simply trying to keep up. The stairwell slowed Emmy down a little bit. Maybe it's hard to climb with her legs, or maybe she's finally run out of breath. We go all the way back to the 3rd floor and into the seniors' hallway, ending up where I left 5 minutes ago. I could just as well have stayed here waiting for Emmy had I known.
So, is Ren working on that mural still?
That's right. She needs all kinds of paints and brushes and stuff, so I went to get them from the art classroom.
And you need me to help with that?
Well, Rin told me you had already helped her, so I thought you wouldn't mind.
We'll return.
I see.
So,
You
thanks
know.
to Emmy's flaky logic, here I am again, collecting stuff from the art classroom for other people. The room is empty apart from ourselves and the lonely specks of dust floating in the air. Emmy skips straight away to the back wall, digging out a tiny crumpled piece of paper from her pocket. When she tries to make sense of the scrawled handwriting, while she tries to make sense of the scrawled handwriting, I take a closer look at the materials lying around here. Dozens of paint cans and bottles are arranged on the shelves in a most unorganized fashion. Some look like they've been left there for several decades, relics of previous art club generations. Next to the heavy stacks of neatly piled drawing papers are boxes full of different sized brushes and unsorted crayons. The smell of paint, turpentine, and fresh paper float in the stale air, mixing in my nostrils to form that unmistakable scent of art. Emmy studies her notes, comparing them to the markings on the various paint cans, and passes them to me as she finds the correct matches. She stretches her neck to look on the topmost shelf, but it's not quite enough. Her eye level stays below the shelf no matter what she does. Emmy gives up and just looks up to the shelf longingly, like a child at a toy store, huffing in annoyance. After a moment of building anger, she starts jumping up and down, apparently trying to speed read the labels during the fraction of a second she can see them and catch what she can. It's no surprise that she fails miserably and almost manages to bring the entire shelf crashing down. Now I see why me lending a hand here would be useful.
Come on, let me do that. You can't jump high enough, and I don't want you to hurt yourself trying. Also, I'm like twice your height.
You are objectively not, but she is 4'10".
Is she?
Cutie.
Yes.
You are not.
Itty bitty.
She turns around, flaring scorn,
She is
flushed
small.
cheeks and all.
Just kidding, just kidding. Anyway, I'll look up there, okay?
She glares at me one more time, but can't come up with a retort. With a grudging, she turns her back to me. So I begin scrounging around the top shelf for paint, while below, Emmy crouches to scavenge for what she can from the cupboards. I shake my head a little after double-checking to ensure she can't see me do so. Emmy having a complex about her height was a surprise. I wouldn't have joked about it otherwise. She seems easygoing, but I guess everyone has their weak spots. Only after we have almost all of the items collected and spread on a desk like a treasure hunter's spoils do I realize that it wasn't necessarily the height jab that got her riled up. She might not like to be told that she can't do something, like jump. But Emmy herself seems to have forgotten all about it already. Quick to anger, quick to forgive. Is she that type of person? At least, she doesn't seem to have taken anything to heart, as she chatters away happily while we pick up the rest of the items and then make our way back to Reen. I chivalrously carry... That's an oxymoron. Hisao saying the word chivalry is an oxymoron. By default.
True.
I
It's always
chivalrously
for self.
I chivalrously carry the bulk of the materials as we make our way towards the dormitories.
Rin is really stressed out about getting her painting done. It's her own fault, though. She should have started it earlier.
Is she gonna make it?
No idea. Looks good to me, but with Rin, you never know what's going on. Found her this morning lying in front of the dorm in fetal position. She hadn't slept all night. Can't believe that the night nurses hadn't found her.
Yeah, me neither. That seems like a massive oversight.
This is a genuine problem. Now she's painting like crazy again.
Yeah, I've noticed that she... Yeah, I've noticed that she comes off as kind of unhinged, so to speak.
Emmy giggles at that, as well as at my likely too obvious awkwardness.
I don't mind it. She's just a little weird sometimes.
On that, I can agree with her. Unlike me, Emmy seems to be cool with Rin's whatever it is that feels so off about her. Still, they don't feel close like Misha and Shizune do. With them working as a single entity sometimes, it's hard to say where one ends and the other begins. Even though they're so different, just like Emmy and Reen. And Reen is the most different of them all, different from anyone else I've met.
Yeah, I guess she's a very unique person.
I returned to that word again, as if it encompasses Reen's personality by itself, but really it's just a substitute for a lengthy description of her oddities. Emmy giggles as I grasp about for a properly descriptive word.
He's just weird. You know, earlier she just spent half an hour sitting on her box. Stared at her toes.
She giggles in a way that makes me think she doesn't know what's funny about it. It just is.
Despite the fact that anesthetics can appear on multiple routes, this is unique dialogue.
Oh,
Wait,
I mean,
oh,
that
this
makes
is a
sense,
scene?
considering it can be for...
It does make sense. I just never considered that, like, the same scene can happen twice, but with different dialogue.
Yeah, Act 1 is actually a rather complicated decision tree, at least compared to, like, Fruit of Grisaya, which is just a straight linear
Shizune's route.
branch.
Jeez,
Shizune's route is about as uncomplicated as it gets. It's pretty hard to be less complicated than Shizune's route.
All that time.
The working area is a mess, but the mural itself has taken over even more of the wall since I last saw it. The disfigured human figures have been mostly covered in tones of pink, red, and orange. Weird, imaginary things populating the spaces between. It looks nice. I can't think of any word that would describe the work concisely and comprehensively, so I settle myself on a nondescript nice. But honestly, it seems that the area around the wall becomes untidier at the same rate as the mural progresses. The ground is littered with dozens of paint cans, various art supplies, and empty soda bottles. Rin herself is in the center of this chaos, standing there looking very cozy as if she was a natural part of the scene. Her pant legs have been rolled up to her knees, exposing her thin legs, which sport a dying spectrum of war paintings, similar to those on Emmy's face. Emmy sprints to Reen ahead of me and gleefully jumps in front of her.
I'm back.
That was fast. Did you run in the corridors again?
Lol.
No, of course not. He's out help me.
Emmy points victoriously at me. Reen turns around, following Emmy's finger with her eyes, looking in my general direction. She nods absent-mindedly at me. She looks like she hasn't slept since last night. A vacant, glazed stare that's focused slightly off me, and movements like in a slow-motion movie.
Hello, Isao. Thank you for the help.
Don't mention it.
Just did.
Okay. Never mind. Looks like you've made progress. Looking good, as far as I can tell.
How you get more bad luck?
I know, but I'm willing to take the risk.
It's a very nice thing to say for me, of course. Not for you. This is why artists are always unlucky. They have to constantly look at their unfinished paintings. Artists can't find romance, favorite TV shows are canceled, or they die young because of an unspecified disease. Deep and mysterious law of the universe. Unless they are blind.
She considers this for a while, looking like she's going to fall asleep.
There's a boy. At the art club, you see. Blind boy. So he doesn't see. You should become an artist. No bad luck. Guaranteed. Don't you think that would be a good idea?
That only blind people should become artists? No, not as such.
I'd have a point.
Maybe. Abandoning this train of thought, she turns again to consider her work and starts humming a tune that I think I recognize but can't remember the name of.
Must be Romance in Andante.
Must be Romance in Undocked. Genuinely, what are you singing?
The Star Spangled Banner.
Oh shit, I realized it like a second after you said that.
Oh, the land of the free.
This is the weirdest breaking song we've had yet.
Empire's Gang
God
sings.
bless America.
God bless America!
Empire's
Oh.
Gang sings. That's a new bingo square, but it can't
Yay.
be.
And I
It
think of
can't be
some
passing of time. It can't be
What
passing
are
of
some
time.
good Senator Armstrong lines that could go with that?
Nanomachines, son.
Nano machines, son. All these limp dick politicians.
Well, if it isn't Saucy Jack.
Well, if it isn't, I forgot that was a real line.
It is. And I love that man in the way that I hate him, but he's really funny.
Wait,
It's
what
like
are we
Kenji
talking
if he was
about right
buff.
now?
Senator
Metal Gear
Armstrong, the final villain of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Short game. Shorter than you think. Look, an hour.
Like, it's a genuinely good game, and somehow also a genuinely good comment on politics. With a banger soundtrack.
Kane was like, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh wait, really?
I mean, it works. I just don't think it knows it works.
It's a strange view on politics.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's sort of.
Murder
Yeah.
and... We'll talk about it later.
It's a comment
Mayhaps.
that works even though it doesn't know it's working. It kind of predicted the future in a way.
It did.
It's really weird. It's cool.
Okay, I
Anyways.
guess.
Let's go from that to, dating
This.
sim.
Memes, son.
Emmy arranges the surprise we
another
brought
genuine
and
line.
moves a few paint cans around, trying to bring some organization to the scene.
DNA of the soul.
Meh.
The DNA of the soul.
Memes.
I'm just not going to ask this time.
No,
You
that's
should.
a genuine line. But
No,
don't
I
ask.
know, which is why I'm not going to ask this time.
I need the Prussian blue paint.
Which one's Depression Blue?
She's staring helplessly at 7 or 8 cans, each with a different tone of blue.
The one with the Prussian blue paint in it.
Oh, I got it. Jeez, man, you're not helping at all.
I look around as well, even though I don't know what Prussian blue looks like either. I wonder what blue has to do with Prussia, or what Prussia even is. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't place it. While none of the blues look more Prussian than the others, the small print on the labels is legible enough to determine that none of them say anything about the contents being Prussian.
There is no Prussian blue here. There is nothing here.
There is nothing here.
There is nothing here.
There is nothing here.
We need to get more then.
Sorry, I was distracted.
I opened my mouth to say that, actually, we're not both needed for such a simple task, like finding another pot of Prussian blue, but Emmy's already grabbed my arm and started dragging me off.
Is that different from normal?
No. I waved to Reen, who doesn't seem to have noticed that the two of us are even leaving.
Now, I remember Googling Prussia, but not remembering what the result was.
Do we want to Google it again?
In another route, does Emmy leave Hisao there? Or...
Yeah, on Rin's route, he stays.
Is that when Nomiya shows up?
Prussia was a German state on the southeast coast of the Baltic Sea. It formed the German Empire under the Prussian rule when it united the German states in 1871.
I have tricked you, Kane. Googling a definition of something is a new bingo square.
You sick bastard.
No!
I feel used!
Someone's missed their turn by this point, right?
Yeah.
Priest?
Oh, yeah, Priest would be the obvious one. Alright, in that case, we've got a bingo.
Yeah!
We are, like, within a square of a couple more as well.
Just
We
doing the
have,
job.
Googling a definition, having a precognition, a really long tangent, 5+ minutes, a pumpkin history rant, and someone misses their turn. That was today's bingo.
We're good at this.
I think
good at
CD's
bingo.
just better at predicting us. Not that that's all that difficult, but whatever.
Don't worry about it.
We're like single-celled organisms, except we all share one cell.
Alright, fair enough. I waved to Reen, who doesn't seem to have noticed that the two of us are even leaving.
Oh my god, not the clutter.
Well, she'll notice when she goes for her Prussian blue and finds out it's still not there. Maybe. Probably not, actually. While I'm busy thinking of how weird Reen is, Emmy's been dragging me back to the art classroom. I feel myself starting to run out of breath.
What's the rush?
Huh? Hisao, this is just how I move normally.
This is just how I move.
I run.
I run.
Hisao, have you not put your life on 2x speed? Really should.
Did you not adjust your Did you not adjust your settings on life? You gotta
Emmy
pump those
downloads
numbers
the
up.
video and then puts them in an editor to put them at 4x speed. And then she watches
what
2 of them.
caffeine
Which
does.
ironically probably takes
That's
more
what
time.
caffeine-
Which ironically probably takes more time than just watching it at 2x speed.
Hisao, when I was in the hospital, they accidentally put caffeine in my IV instead of, IV fluids. I don't think it's had any lasting effects, but...
The only person I could get a blood transplant from after the crash was Usain Bolt.
Emmy's giving me an appraising look, as if she's trying to figure something out.
It's just that you seem to be in a hurry. Not sure I can keep up.
Comprehension dawns on her face.
Not out of breath, are you?
Don't look all coy about that. Kane and I were thinking the same thing. CD was just like, I like how we haven't played the route yet, but we all mutually know the plot. But seriously, Emmy, you know I have a heart condition. There's almost an accusing playfulness in her tone. I'm tempted to deny it, but then I realize that I've been betraying heavy breathing since we stopped. Guess it's kind of obvious.
where the hell did you add that extra word from?
What extra word?
You've been betraying breathing heavy?
Portraying. Wait.
You
I
know
don't
what?
fucking know where I got that word. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
You said something. It just caught me off
No,
guard.
no,
Anyway,
you're
let's move
totally
on.
right. I don't remember what it was, but I just added a word there. Guess it's kind of obvious.
A little. Not everyone can be in shape, you know.
I feel like you should be a little more in shape.
Well, he
Don't
did
worry,
just
man.
get out of the hospital.
I
He
mean,
gets a little bit of slack, but he probably should have been trained
They
harder
probably
and
should have given me
continue
physical
to-
therapy, but they didn't. This is my physical therapy, running with a small, very fast little girl.
there's something interesting about how you phrased that, and I can't really pinpoint what it was.
I think I guess I said
can't-
small and little.
I can't hear the word physical therapy without thinking. Oh my god, I'm choking on water. Without thinking of the
Hey.
meme of Emmy in physical therapy, and it says, "Sorry, no foot fetish today."
Jesus. We'll see that graphic at some point.
Sadly, it's fan art.
It is?
Yeah, I'll find it though. Hold on.
Yeah,
Huh.
just put it in
No, I know the
Leo's den
one.
so CD actually has context.
I got you.
Takes all kinds, right? Except for that doesn't. Whatever.
Emmy frowns. It's not a particularly good frown.
That is,
I should probably go on
I should-
incognito mode before I Google no foot fetish today.
It's alright, you're already on school Wi Fi. They can see everything you look up.
I use a VPN.
Good for you. You have something to hide.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Cold.
What is that one meme? I don't have to smoke my butt.
What the fuck?
I don't have to smoke my blunts in private because I'm a
Like-
boss.
Like you.
Like you. I
What
can't
the
do
hell
it.
is that from?
Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger
Schwarzenegger.
during an interview.
Chewing out about how he doesn't have to smoke in private.
Yeah. Also, I posted it in fucking.
Oh my
Leo's den.
god. Not that I hadn't already decided to try for that. After that flutter on the track, I figured there's a real need to get in some sort of running habit. I was, after all, feeling pretty good until I had my false alarm. Well, actually I wasn't, but it was fun? Meanwhile, wide comments seem to have helped Emmy come to some sort of decision.
Oh!
I was waiting.
Well, that's it then.
That's what?
That's what. She gives me a serious look.
Esau, you're joining me.
To do what?
Conquer the world?
Oh, my dream. I beg your pardon?
In the mornings. You and I are running partners now. I've got a routine all planned out. In fact,
How? It's been 5
Fuck is
seconds.
slamming their car. Sorry. Someone slammed their car horn outside.
She produces a crumpled
Guys.
sheet of paper.
I've got it right here with me.
Of course you do. I take the sheet of paper and give it a once-over. Times, dates, laps, all laid out. A slow increase from just a few laps a day to, my god, does she expect to have me running marathons? And where did she find the time to get all this together? And how long has she been planning this anyway?
Emmy, this is a recipe for strawberry cake.
Maybe this is a recipe for butterscotch pie. Have you been playing Undertale?
This is a detailed list of clothing accessories for Denji from Chainsaw Man.
Esau, you can't let anyone know. My favorite
What the
character
fuck are
is
you
Post.
planning?
What the fuck are you planning?
You've been planning this?
A little. It's really the nurse's idea. Tell me to keep an eye out on you to make sure you get exercise like he told you to.
A vast conspiracy? No.
Shut up,
Do
Henry.
not follow that line of thought. No! Maybe
Oh.
Kenji's onto something here.
This seems a bit much for just keeping an eye on me.
Well, to be honest, I've been trying to find a running partner in the minings for a while now.
Why don't you run with Ren?
My god, Kenji! If you could only see this scheme unfolding!
What do you need a partner for anyway?
Fun, dude. It's easier to keep a workout if you're not the only one doing it. Isn't that obvious?
Sure.
You think I've worked out a day in my life?
You played soccer.
Oh, right!
You're less likely to quit if someone else is counting on you to be there, right?
I see. And this won't only help you keep running. What? Well, this won't only keep you running, but it'll make sure that I keep running as well.
Okay, there we go.
I don't think Emmy has any trouble keeping them running.
Yeah, that's fair.
Meaning that I'll be obeying the nurse.
You're saying this like it's a
nurse
fucking
sees
Home Alone
all.
plot. Like what?
I don't know. He's being really weird about this.
Yeah, he's like, man, this master plan is pretty cool. Better keep it secret.
It's not hard to understand, Isao. We're running buddies.
Kenji's really gotten to him.
4 gigs of RAM are maxed out.
What feminist conspiracy is she planning now?
I'll be keeping an eye on you just like he asked.
Really?
Really?
For real?
You caught on quick, Kiso.
No, I fucking didn't. It took me at least 3 sentences.
CD just brought up that it would be funny if Emmy had this sheet made ever since their first interaction, and then on all the other routes she just gets embarrassed and throws it away.
Oh,
That would be really sad.
It actually, that's actually kind of sad.
It's like, oh,
Oh.
shucks.
Now I feel bad.
And the capitalism feels bad.
The what?
That's a line from Jello Papa, because so this is basically Animal Crossing video. Time code 438.
That's oddly specific.
I'm
that
actually
the
gonna go
actual
check if
time
that's
code?
like all. No, probably not, but I'm gonna go check if it's correct real quick.
You're gonna go check.
What do you mean quick? You have to voice someone. Alright,
You did this one.
You got me.
And
Well-
if I refuse?
I have no intention of refusing, of course, but I've got to at least put up a token resistance to such a masterfully executed plan.
Aw, the video's only 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
Nice.
Oh, if you refused, I'd have to pout. And you'd have to live with being the guy who made Emi Ibarazaki pout.
Social status.
Meh. You don't want that on your conscience, do you?
As if to demonstrate, Emmy begins pouting. It's the most adorable, heart-wrenching thing I've ever
It's working,
seen.
Isa. It's working.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm
Just
sorry.
gets on his hands and knees.
Just don't do that.
We don't need to go that far!
I feel like I just kicked a puppy.
Oh,
Hey, you're under my control now, Isa. So it's
Okay.
settled, right?
You know, maybe he wasn't that far off with this whole conspiracy business.
At least with her.
At least with her.
I don't know if Kenji's going on about like with the student council, but Effie's a little scary. So you're gonna be my running partner? Follow the workout? Never skip leg day? And the dietary plan?
Dietary plan.
Gotta get your green snacks out. Yeah, the dietary plan. You gotta eat healthy if you're gonna get in shape, you know.
oh my
So
god.
it is for you.
We might not see the Shanghai this entire route.
No, we will.
So
No!
they get cake.
Oh,
We
damn
will.
it.
Remember in
We'd be able
Rin's
to
route,
escape.
they
It's
do
like
the
4
post...
slices of cake.
You remember in Rin's route, they do the post track meet celebration? That happens in
Yeah.
this one, too.
Damn. I really thought we could escape it.
No.
You wanted to escape
Wait.
it?
You don't
The
want
Shanghai is a curse. The only
Shanghai.
reason it's the only reason it's open is because we are its customers.
We are the ones keeping this going.
Yeah.
Every parfait keeps them from closing.
I examined the workout routine closely.
I don't see a dietary plan on here.
Oh, right. I forgot to give that to you.
You have another
Don't
list.
worry, I have it
Another
right
crumpled
here.
sheet of paper is produced and handed over. It's somewhat less detailed.
I had the nurse help me come up with it. She kept telling me to take off strawberry cake.
The
Very
amount of
annoying.
dedication that the nurse has to keeping me in good health is pretty overwhelming. I don't know many school nurses who would get one of their students to spy on me, much less help me come up with a dietary plan. Then again, I guess I'm not in a normal school.
With a theme that good, that's how you know it's a good nurse.
And maybe that's not such a bad thing. Then again, this dietary plan seems to cut out just about everything that I'll be offered at the festival tomorrow.
That just reminded me of a fucking meme I saw of fucking Chara, like looking disappointed and pointing behind them at Rouse, and it says, "We all know that one motherfucker whose Lié motif won't stop playing."
Wait, Chara pointing at Rousey?
Yeah. It's
Oh
Chara,
my god.
Not Frisk?
and Frisk didn't. Because Frisk doesn't know Rouse.
Well, neither does Chara.
Yeah, yes.
Well,
Chara was the first human that interacted with Rouse and theoretically got Rouse killed. That's like
point.
people though.
What the fuck are
Wait,
What the
Rousey
fuck
or
are you
Azrael?
talking about?
Undertale
Hold on.
lore.
Asriel.
wait, Rousey or
Rousey's from
Azrael. My bad. My
yeah,
bad.
you've been saying Rousey this whole time. It's technically.
Oh my god.
We got there.
I'm sorry.
This is what happens when Toby Fox renames all his protagonists after old ones.
This is what happens when Toby Fox just
Rousey,
anagrams
really
all
don't
the
think we
names.
saw that, Toby. Also, is Toby Fox on that bingo?
That's a good question.
No,
CD, you
not
would.
this time.
Alright, come on, guys. Let's finish Act 1.
Oh,
We have very quickly ran out of
I
time.
will no longer purchase bingos off your Fiverr page, CD. I'm sorry.
So when does our running start?
After the festival.
Right
Should be
after.
right on time.
What if I had something to eat there? I could get a stomachache, you know.
I meant the day after the festival.
I knew that.
Sure you did. Wasn't there Wasn't there something we were supposed to be doing?
Prussian blue!
I get
Oh, I guess we should get that paint for Ren, huh?
Screams in Prussian blue.
Brush blue. I could see them both just shouting that. Oh shoot! It slipped my mind.
Jesus, I thought you were about to say, oh shit.
Emmy swear moment.
In canon swearing.
I'll do that one time just for fun.
Someone honked.
Honk.
Oh.
Honk.
Won't
I
count
hope
that
you know
week.
you have. If you're going to swear, you
Okay,
have to
okay.
do it during this route and not on Lily's route because you're currently the main romance.
It
But
is
if I-
required of you, Whiskers.
Just swear. Yep.
Yeah, we got to keep
Alright,
the
I'll
chain
find a good
going.
time.
We gotta keep the chain.
My torch is passed to you. You were the first not played by me main C.
Holy crap,
Oh my
he
god,
is.
I am.
Every one of them has been Kane so far.
Done a good
Oh
job.
boy.
By the time we get the paint and get back to the
Oh,
mural,
God.
Reen's already wandered off.
So slow.
Oh well. Emmy and I both decide to part ways there, leaving the paint on the ground. Reen'll find it, whenever she comes back anyway.
Leaving expensive paint out?
Should have spilled some of
What
that.
kind of madman is stealing paint?
I don't fucking know.
Me!
Maybe some
Oh.
rival school is doing another
Fucking
mural.
rival school. Do we
I'd
really
be
want
more
to bring
scared of,
that
like, a kid
anime
using it
trope
for
in?
vandalization.
No.
Festival's tomorrow. I'm actually a little excited for it. At the same time, the week's left me feeling pretty tired, so I read a little and then go to bed. Same.
Imagine having a healthy way to get to sleep rather than just.
The fucking wall of noise that we make every
Oh my
time.
god, how would Misha snore? It'd be like.
It's kind of the same thing.
100%. She goes.
That would be fun.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, you just know she like you'd hear her drill.
Guys, we're at the festival. We can do this.
Oh,
when
shoot,
she
we can.
snores, when she snores, the drills
The drills
twirl
go
to
off.
her breathing. Clockwise.
Oh my god, I realized we've never seen Misha with long hair without the drills.
No, we did.
We
There
did.
was a single flashback.
There was a
Yeah,
single
but now it's
flashback
pink hair.
scene.
Oh, right, with brown hair. I forgot about that. You're right.
Okay,
Dang,
let's
oh.
rectify this statement. We have never seen Misha with pink hair that is long and no drills.
And
Because the
not
drills are
over.
permanent. She just wakes up like that.
She just snaps them on.
They're
like a
clip on.
Clip on.
Yeah, well,
At the
anyway.
end of Shizune, at the end-ish
Yeah.
of Shizune's route, there's like a flashback
Well, I'll ask you.
where it shows Misha
Wait,
and
real quick,
Shizune in the
press
student
escape.
council room. Escape?
And she's a dirty blonde.
Is there a gallery we could pull up real quick? I know we
There
should.
is.
We should say
Are we sure we want to pull up a gallery right now?
No,
Sorry,
no, we
Mirage.
should not. We are finishing this act. No
Or
offense.
CD.
And also, it won't pull up any CGs of anything inappropriate, will it?
Oh, it will.
No, it won't. 'cause we
No,
have-
no. I think we don't need to visit the gallery. Let's just go. Come on.
No, it
Leo,
won't.
it's
As
your
long
turn
as
to
you
me.
don't see this, as long as you have disable adult content on the entire time, you will not get those CGs in the gallery.
Even for the scenes that are still inappropriate that we had to filter on.
Again, remember, those
Okay.
were only when there
Right.
were character sprites.
I see.
The game does censor every CG with 18 plus content. What it doesn't censor are character sprites.
Okay.
That was the issue. The next day, I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window, I can already see people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low-quality food. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There'll be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like.
Real quickly, should we skip the Kenji scene?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I'm
I
fine.
have no need to voice him. Sorry, CD, though.
Bow, bow, bow,
He's
bow,
out.
wow,
I have
wow,
a bad plan.
bow, 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 wow, wow.
Whoa.
What?
Bow, 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 boom.
Oh, it's different now.
Bow, bow,
Bow,
bow, bow,
bow,
bow,
bow,
bow, bow, bow,
bow,
bow,
We go fast, we said.
I wonder. I'm kind of hungry, but I made this deal that I'd try to take better care of myself. Be healthier, you know. Don't know if I should steer clear of the takoyaki or head straight in.
Deal? Sounds ominous. So what are you getting in return?
Nothing, I guess. It's not that kind of deal.
A healthy lifestyle? He
You
said
know,
it's
Emmy-
boring. Sorry.
Shut your whore mouth.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
That escalated quickly. Clip it, CD.
My bad.
Not
You know,
at all.
Emmy, from our
Thank
year,
you.
we kind of agreed to watch each other's backs and, don't flip out. Okay.
He shall.
The shrill scream and the expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chill my blood. It's as if I've told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil.
You sold your soul to the devil and didn't get anything in return? What the hell is wrong with you, man? Do you know who you are dealing with? She's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to the hospital monthly with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them, a key player in the vast conspiracy that aims for complete submission of everything that is manly. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I trusted in your judgment, man. I thought we were brothers. Does this mean you have to call it off before it's too late? That we won't be seeing much of him for this route? Festival too. It's just one of their ploys.
Like, hate him or love him, Kenji's here to stay.
He fingers his scarf nervously, faster and faster like he's trying to start a fire. Then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack
Understand
finishes.
how I got into
Gryffindor,
Gryffindor, he so? I'm going to have to find someplace to hide in, a safe haven, and then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now.
It's called hard booze.
Whiskey won't drink itself. Don't go to the festival.
Okay.
Starts walking down the hall. Later, dude.
The door slowly closes with a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. It's kinda unsettling, and now I start to feel doubtful myself. Should I bother going? I've got a book I've been meaning to read. Something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. It's short, too. I could have it finished in a day. But would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be. But I suppose that it would probably be a better idea to head outside. See the festival. Try to integrate with all the other sideshow acts. Honestly, I should at least make an attempt to keep up the somewhat friendly personality I've had this... Are you sure about that, Hisao? Feel like you've been, I don't know, kind of a dick to a lot of people.
Dude, I misread that previous line so badly.
Which one? This one?
The Latin, yeah. Try to integrate with all the other sideshow acts.
What do you think it said?
I think it's supposed to say he means like the other things to do at the festival. However, it sounded like he was calling the school full of disabled people a bunch of sideshow acts.
Oh God!
Like at a circus.
Oh.
I see. Now I understand.
I thought that was bad.
Now I understand.
No, that's wrong. Sorry.
No, that is wrong.
Wait a minute. He
No, that's-
explicitly says try to integrate.
Yes.
Before we think about...
It's not that connotation. I can almost assure you.
I don't think it is.
there's
Let's
no
just
way.
move on before we...
We've
Sounds
said
like
there's
bullshit.
no
He's
way
not.
he sounds this bad before. And we have been proved wrong.
There's no way.
The problem is they both got a point.
This is a whole different type of wrong. This
Honestly.
is like practically saying a slur. Jesus.
Honestly,
Like,
I
the only
should've-
thing that would make it definite is if he said freak show. That would have been way worse.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should at least attempt to make... Wait. I should at least make an attempt to keep up the somewhat friendly personality I've had this past week. Maybe get something to eat, my stomach suggests. It's almost lunchtime. I could at least grab something from one of the stalls outside.
Maybe they have okonomiyaki.
Every time with this background noise. Scares me.
I'm soon outside, surrounded by various students and people who may or may not be their parents. Every so often I catch a glimpse of someone who clearly just came up from town for the promise of a festival. They're easy to spot. The ones who can't stop staring, and behind their eyes you can tell they're thinking, now what's wrong with this one? I almost want to yell at them.
Jesus Christ.
This progression.
Okay, this line also makes up for any form of doubt we had with the previous line.
But at the same time, can I deny I've been doing the same all week? A wave of something like disgust sweeps over me. Guilt for my own narrow-mindedness. Is he
feel that?
Is he finally becoming
Character
self-aware?
progression.
Nah.
You're learning, maybe.
This is like a monkey
Step forward,
accidentally
three steps
writing the
back.
first line of Shakespeare. You'd think you'd finally gotten it after the trillion times, but no, they immediately start back to gibberish.
I push the thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burn in my guts like a wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me to the promised land where I can get some lunch. I'm just getting my order when a loud voice interrupts me.
Oh my god, it's happening. Oh, that's not Misha.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Having lunch.
Breakfast? You mean you just got up?
Suddenly, sleeping all morning feels like a crime.
No, I meant lunch. Honest.
She's not buying it.
Brunch?
That's not a healthy breakfast at all.
She snatches my food out of my hand and glares at me. What the hell is this girl doing?
Hey, that's my breakfast.
What happened to it being your lunch?
Circumstances. That's my whatever. It's my food.
Amy places her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me.
This all fried stuff. Did you forget your dietary plan already?
You said we start running after yesterday. Tomorrow.
You need to be more conscious of your health, Hiso. Look at all this cholesterol. What about your heart?
My heart's fine the way it is. Mostly.
It
Oh,
it
it's not.
objectively
Hiso, I know
is
that's
not.
bullshit.
That mostly is fucking pulling the weight of the world right now.
All I get in response is a roll of the eyes. Deserved.
I doubt that.
Rightfully so.
You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you?
The girl's got a point, of course. But I'm not about to concede it.
I want my
It's
hot
not
dogs.
that bad of a heart.
You
It still
almost
functions
died
sometimes.
most of you've almost died on multiple occasions.
Certainly it can handle a little grease now and again.
Yeah,
God.
sure, and it handled a little running just fine too. Emmy seems unconvinced. Not surprising, as I haven't even managed to convince myself.
Why does this background noise feel like a thunderstorm to me? Do I have my sound on? Sorry.
But is this generic happy
Okay.
music?
Yes, it is.
Yes! Yes! I'm glad I got that one. At
One
level.
for one, or I don't know where you at this point. 2 for 2.
1 for
Hey,
17.
Man,
Yep.
but not if you're sleeping the day away all the time.
A devious look suddenly crosses her face.
Of course, if you've been following a routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation.
Hey, I've had a pretty eventful week, you know. For example, I almost died, and there was a lot of meeting people. And then I was on a roof for a while.
Which is no excuse for sneaking off, you know.
I could have fallen
Habits
off
die
that
quick,
roof.
Hiso.
CD has
telling you.
declared that as he is both an asshole and has arrhythmia,
Oh.
he has a bad heart both literally and metaphorically.
Oh, okay. God, you
Grinch
scared me
Snoopy.
for a second. I thought you said that. I thought you were saying that CD has a arrhythmia as well. I was like,
And you're
what
like,
the fuck?
oh, you see? Or CD?
Alright.
Little near-death experience is no excuse for skipping basic exercise.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's
I
better
think
in
that might be.
Hiso, the day after my surgery, I was already running again.
We're trying to run.
Like running in the mornings.
No. Was running.
Nah, she probably was.
Emmy is superhuman.
She nods as if something important has just been decided.
So, it's settled then. You've seen the error of your ways, and are you willing to adhere to my routine, right?
It's fine, but I need to eat something still.
See you bright and early in the morning. We'll be running buddies.
You know, you already convinced me yesterday that this was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again.
Not that I did a good job of being convinced. She's right about eating healthy after all, and here I am ordering up something grossly unhealthy, but delicious. There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Like staying alive. If Emmy weren't here browbeating me for my poor decisions, I'd probably... Hey, wait a second. A sudden question springs to mind.
Hey. Fuck. Sorry. Ugh. Hey, why the hell have you taken such an interest in my well-being?
Emmy shrugs and grins at me.
You're the new guy. Figure you don't have any friends yet, right? Besides, I've caused you trouble all week, right?
Hiya, Kenji.
I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway.
Crazy little running girl wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose there are worse fates.
Okay, that sounds fine. Thanks for your concern. Tomorrow morning, then.
I figured that ends the conversation, so I turn to leave.
Today isn't Thursday. That's a revelation for me, sorry. Not so fast.
Today is Monday. What the hell?
I don't know. We did Katawa Shoujo last Thursday, and now I'm all off.
Imagine us actually doing Katawa Shoujo on Monday when we said we would.
It is Monday.
Well, today is Monday, but this has kind of been the exception to the rule lately.
True.
I feel a hand on my collar, and in a second I've been yanked backwards.
Hey, no need to be so rough. What do you want now?
I Emmy looks almost wounded by my annoyed question.
You could use the company. Where else are you gonna go?
Her eyes narrow.
Besides, you were just trying to sneak some more of that fry trap, weren't you?
Well, I wasn't going to, but now that she mentions it, that would have been a really good idea.
I was not.
Another glare.
Okay, maybe I was gonna get a little.
The glare continues.
Okay, I love it.
Jesus, I'm a danger to myself and others, aren't I? I get done agreeing that I need to be healthier, and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way.
I knew it. You can't be trusted.
That's a very small person in the bottom right.
Oh, yeah, you're
It is
right.
a-
What the fudge?
It is a photo.
I know.
It is.
But I
But
thought it was
also-
a person for a second.
Those are just holding this juice. No, I definitely have to stick with you.
This whole situation
No
feels
takoyaki for you.
silly. I can only imagine what passersby. That word always annoyed me. How you put the S in passersby.
That's actually how it worked.
Yes.
Passers.
I thought it was passerbys this whole time.
No, you have to put the S before the by.
At that point, just use a different word like onlookers.
Wait, maybe it's both. Hold on. What is the difference? Person, passersby. Wait, is it passerby when it's not plural, and then passersby?
I
Yeah.
believe
Mhm.
so, yeah.
What the fudge?
I can only
That's
imagine what passersby think of the sight of me being lectured by a tiny girl half my size. I mean, I get that she's short, but she's
you're
not
not
that
that
short.
I'm googling this.
Hisao, you're like 5'7".
It never says. God dang it.
Yeah, I know it's grammatically correct. It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like cheesecake is a compound word, but you don't put the plural on cheese's cake.
Jesus cake.
Maybe I should just give up for now.
Fine, do what you like.
I sigh. I just won't make the best of this.
What do you want to do?
Emmy thinks for a minute.
Emmy is 4'11".
What?
Emmy is 4'11".
And I
thought
believe
Leo
Hisau's
said-
5. I thought it was 5'10".
Or 10.
I meant 4'10", but I'm dumb, so I said the wrong thing.
It said 4.95 feet, so I rounded.
How tall is she without her legs?
4.95 feet.
When I did Google centimeter to feet, because I'm lazy.
Did it do point again?
God.
And did you
Okay,
translate
hold
point?
on,
It
hold
did do
on.
points, so
Tell
I
me-
rounded.
No.
4.95407 feet.
Tell me how many centimeters she is.
151.
151?
151.
151. I typed in 51 like a goofus. That makes
Goofus.
her... it
51
actually... Yeah, it rounds down...
11 and a half.
It's basically 4'11 and a half.
So yeah, she's not even that short. How tall's he say?
And not the
Well, he's not
adjective.
9'9".
have a
Oh, wait,
can
have I
height.
read this line?
Pumpkin, I know objectively that you are correct. I still think that is dumb. I don't care that that's the correct way. That's fucking stupid. That's not.
Yeah, just have it be passerbys.
It just makes more sense that way.
Passerbys,
You
I
can create
barely
new
even
words
know
if we
her.
feel like it.
Apparently, it's because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be hyphenate. It's
Thank
the
you
word
for
is supposed to be hyphenated.
Don't worry, we're laughing
It
with
does
you.
make it a little
They're
better.
just
I would
doing
say.
they're just doing linguistics things.
No, that was actually
Which we should
legitimate.
Anyone
continue
remember
on
if I've read this
from
line?
because we only have 30 minutes left.
Oh, fudge. Well, I promised man I'd stop by your mural. So let's do that.
I confess I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself, so again, I consider there are worse fates. I give a nod of assent and find myself almost dragged boldly through the crowd as Emmy races to our destination. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. Are they going to do a panning shot of the mural again?
Let's go, nipple.
Put Neko out.
Boobs.
Do I want to
Well, I
put
don't think it's
Neko
fin-
up just in case?
Sure.
sure.
I mean,
They
yeah,
get
why
really
not?
low.
Necro Arc is always nice.
By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, willing to calm myself down. Wait, hold on. Willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most
says it.
normal-looking
read that
people in
next
this
time.
school, but I still have to be here.
Thanks,
Sometimes
Lisa.
I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. Are you sure about that?
Like Mickey.
He's letting the intrusive thoughts win.
Wonder how much we see Miki in this route.
Probably not.
I don't
In
think we
fact,
do, no.
I don't think. Yeah.
That's funny because she's on the running team.
Oh yeah, we do see her in the running.
In
train
like
that
one
tournament, I think.
CG, we see her, but I don't think I don't think she actually appears as a character sprite and has any spoken lines.
Probably not.
Crazy.
At least then it'd be obvious
God,
that
I don't have to
belong.
remember the voice.
But instead, I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress.
You're gonna die on me, are you? Please don't. That'll be my fault, and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after last time, I really don't want to see. I don't think I need to see that again, especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault.
Nah, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all.
And you wanted to keep your greasy whatever that thing was. See, it's good I found you, right?
I still haven't fucking eaten.
I'm really freaking hungry.
That might
Really
be
get a
why he's
salad.
panting, because he hasn't eaten. Yes,
Take off
it
the
does.
croutons.
Maybe.
Of course, I don't add that I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Reen.
David, I made a joke and then I was muted.
No, no.
Aw.
You're like,
I said,
Waiting
"Oh,
for someone to laugh,
Well-
and it's just silence. Like,
Well, it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was still taking me a second to realize it was my line, and I went, "Oh fuck, white woman jump scare." And then I said the line, and then realized I was muted. Oh, it's you.
No, it's you.
Hello, Emmy.
Hey, Red. I brought you so long because he wanted to, because he was gonna give himself a heart attack.
I was not.
My objection goes unnoticed.
He stopped by to see how the mural turned out.
Reen nods slowly.
Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty
Nick
clearly.
Arts.
I find myself wondering how long
You can
Reen's
see
been
like
standing
that.
here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously, we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Reen about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something.
It looks pretty good.
Still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do.
She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she
Wait,
expected as a
really?
result, but I guess she didn't quite get there.
Does anyone remember how she felt about it before?
It's
On
not stated.
whatchamacallit's route? On her own route.
Similarly, she was just less explicit about it, I think.
Yeah.
We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in.
Changed anything.
I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting.
For those in the chat, there are currently boobs on the screen.
There were. They're not really anymore.
And feet.
I mean,
How
it's
do they-
it's
And
like
eyes.
artistically abstract rendered stuff.
It's a painting of a
We
bunch
could
of
always
hello,
mushy-
crooked man.
share it, but I don't know what.
I
Twitch would
swear, and I bring this up every time it happens. Kane, whenever you say yippee, it's just Quarrel. It just
think. I
sounds
know
like Quarrel.
it is. It's funny.
Okay, there we go. There are the tatas.
Jesus Christ.
No risk after
Yeah.
Hanako's route. Yeah, seriously.
Let's keep reading.
The colors swoop and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me feel almost sleepy. Does that say almost feel sleepy? Me almost feel
Prussian
sleepy.
blue?
Okay. I try hunting down some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Prussian blue. Oh well. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. My feet start to hurt, but Reen doesn't seem
You can
inclined to
peanut
move
butter.
on. Emmy speaks up.
Hey, Rin, have you eaten?
Of course.
Also, you can do.
Can't survive otherwise.
Oh, what about in the past 5 hours?
Maybe. But I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong.
Emmy grins and clasps her hand together.
Good. Come get food with us. Not fried stuff, he's out.
Rin nods in assent.
Okay. We should hurry before they notice I'm gone.
Somehow, I don't think they'd care. Whoever they are.
That's because you haven't met him.
As we head back to the food stalls, I cast a longing eye over the fried food. No,
Real quick.
I'd better not.
Leo, as much as I love Nekoark, I think most other people would want to see
Alright, I forgot. Have
You can have
Katawa
both.
Shoujo back. I'm pretty sure Emmy wouldn't let me anyway. We find a nice spot on the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. Well, my purchases anyway. Somehow I've wound up paying for all the food. Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good.
That's right,
Nah,
keep
bro,
the Neko.
keep the Neko.
Keep it in the corner.
The people have
You can have
spoken.
both. Here,
Wait,
put a
but-
small Nekoark, that way people can read. That way they have subtitles. That way they can see which is us and which is actually the game.
No Katawa Shoujos. Only Nekoark.
Only Neko arc.
Only Nekoark.
Silence falls as Emmy and I eat and Reen stares at us. Something or other occasionally
Meh.
eaten. Oh, I think I added a word. Silence falls as Emmy and I eat and Reen stares at something or other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food.
Something.
Or other.
I finish my
Or
meal
something.
first and lay back on the grass. Emmy glances up from her food.
Tired, you sound?
A little. Oops. Okay.
I guess.
A
Don't
little, I
oversleep
guess.
or anything. Meh. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow.
Sorry, you started speaking and
20
then you
laps, boy.
stopped speaking. And as such, my brain interpreted that as the line is over, I
he's
need
done.
to move on.
It's because I accidentally started speaking into a cup.
Are you still speaking?
I can
into a
hear
cup?
that.
I was now, just to prove a point, but no,
Okay.
I was
Okay.
just getting a drink.
Do it again.
The darkness.
Meh.
Or you. You're a big guy.
I was born.
Yo,
in
CD,
darkness.
have I missed
Totally
bringing up
darkness.
any bingo squares yet?
Why did you wear a mask?
Just wanted to know if anything that has happened so far
It'll
you
look
would
awesome.
interpret as one of the remaining
That's your
squares, and I'm just... Okay, cool. Send me a Discord about it, that way we don't reveal anything just in case. Did you read that line?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
We start our morning runs, remember? That actually slipped my mind.
Actually, they'd slipped my mind. I
Hey,
was
morning
actually
runs
just
are nice.
enjoying myself. Wandering around the festival with these two has actually been fun.
Yeah, I'll set an alarm on my flip phone.
You'd better be there. Otherwise, I have permission to break down your door. I'll get angry if you aren't.
God forbid.
Ah, sorry. I had a burp.
Shh.
I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident and your alarm clock shorts out. That might be a random act of God.
Don't cause any random acts of God, then.
A plan forms itself in my
Consider
mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty, but I throw it into execution anyways. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food.
No.
And anyway, I'm gonna start running tomorrow, right? So
Just
the
making
actual routine all starts then, not now. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can have something unhealthy today. A sort of final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat with wild abandon before the hospital.
Really wanted to
Actually,
sleep,
I
like-
suppose I should head back to my room.
Got that Discord ping. Actually, we already got it.
Great, I'll take you there.
Can she?
What?
I'll walk you home, he's out.
I'm
Oh,
predicting
CD's
that
right.
line.
Being
We were talking about Chainsaw Man earlier, which crosses
Yo.
off the anime illusions.
who? Wait,
Bingo
we were?
Oh, you're right. Also,
Yeah, at the
Pumpkin.
very beginning.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
Yes,
thought she
she
was.
can.
Okay.
She has full function of her shoulder. She just is Rin and doesn't.
When he sees her sleeves like whip. Yes, we should put that in KSBR.
She has like an upgraded version where she slathers them in paint, and the paint does damage over time if she hits somebody.
Oh my god.
Nail
like
Master
Shio.
Shio moment. Oh my god, did we actually? We both
both
said
have this-
Nail Master Shio moment.
Oh, wait, this is
I was
this
gonna
is
say like she has paintbrushes attached to her ends, and she can flick paint for ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Also like Nail
Just like Nail
Master
Master
Shio.
I feel like I fought that guy. But I
You
never-
did. He's the paint master.
No, he's Nail Master
Oh.
Shio is Pantheon
Oh wait, you
only.
don't fight him. Oh yeah.
And
Wait, he is?
Whiskers didn't do Pantheons.
Oh,
Yeah.
does he just hand you what you need in the normal?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't
Ah,
know
that
what we're
explains
talking
it.
about.
Hollow Knight.
Hollow
Hollow
Knight.
Knight.
Ah,
Also, wait, real quick. Caprese?
I had some homework to do, and if I'm gonna run in the morning,
No,
I
it's
should
just
make it
checking
an early
if
night.
Priest is
Brucey
probably
has
still
not had a
playing
line in
Celeste.
an hour.
Yeah, he said gaming.
Making sure you're alive.
No, I have not.
What are you doing now? Are you
Alive?
playing Darkest Dungeon?
You know I'm playing TF2.
Oh.
Hey, who you maining right now?
Did you see they found the coconut?
The
What?
coconut
What?
gun?
The Caprese, do you know about the TF2 coconut?
I don't.
The
Whoa.
isn't it like a PNG image
Yeah,
of a coconut that
I'm
if you
pretty
delete
sure
it, the
we
game
talked
does
it-
not function?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked about this. There is a PNG of a coconut in TF2, and under the file, there's dev notes saying that whenever they try and delete it, the whole game doesn't run. So
Oh,
they need to keep a PNG of a coconut installed for some unknown reason.
That's right. I
And
forgot
since-
about that.
And since all the source files of TF2 got leaked, fucking, we have the original coconut now.
Thank God. That needs to be in a national museum.
Gaming history, like between.
I wonder if they like somehow accidentally inserted the picture of the coconut and then built a foundation of code upon that. I
That would
don't
be
know.
so
I don't know how
If
coding
fucking
works.
coconut
That's
picture
probably
here,
exactly what happened.
game run.
If
Anyways,
I have read this.
you read that? Okay, sweet. We got so sidetracked, I forgot. Those narrowed eyes again.
You sure you're not just gonna sneak off and buy some of that fried stuff over there?
Nah, I'm too full to bother now.
I pat my stomach for emphasis.
Besides, you two have cleaned me out anyway.
Emmy giggles. It's a surprisingly pleasant sound. Another pang of guilt. She's got to know I'm lying to her, doesn't she? Or is she just that trusting? I feel kind of like a monster.
And
You are a monster.
All part of my master plan, he said. I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. But I swear to God, if I smell fried food under your breath, you're dead to me. Thanks for the food, and for keeping us company.
And here I thought she was doing me a favor. Rin nods in agreement.
Won't say see you tomorrow because that would be like predicting the future, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that.
You sure?
You could try.
Of anyone in this cast, Rin is probably the closest.
Hmm. Okay. Bye, you two.
I feel oddly glad that I decided to remove my room today. Well, considering what the alternative is, you should feel doubly glad.
To be fair, he leaves his room in both endings.
Fair enough.
He just goes back in on another.
I'm
After
really
getting some
glad
fried
I
food
didn't
and
go to
not
the
talking
roof
to anyone.
today. I don't know why.
Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure I'm out of Emmy's line of sight, I make a beeline for the food stands and buy some cake. At least it's not fried, right? That's slightly better than what I was planning to do. I still feel a little bad about lying to Emmy, though. She really does seem concerned about my health. I'll make it up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My books wait for me, and I flop onto my bed and read through the fireworks display. Eventually, although walking around, or more accurately, running around, catches up with me. I really am out of shape. Emmy dragging me out in the morning to run might just be a good thing after all.
This is the first route where we don't see the fireworks.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the
Nice.
only route.
Oh yeah, because Lily is also at the cafe on the festival.
Oh, read through the fireworks display. That's.
Yeah.
I thought he was saying he was reading a pamphlet about it or something.
No.
I was
I
like,
thought it was
why
on the
do
first-
they have that?
It's something to look forward to.
It's scene time.
Oh, animation, yo!
Jesus.
Just kill that man. He's gonna die again. Oh, they're actually doing this. Legs kicked.
Esau has a Hank Hill ass. We've talked about this before.
We did. Do you remember the last episode?
What the fuck?
Wait, now I
Sorry
gotta
for
keep-
shushing y'all. That's like one of the 2 songs I haven't heard yet.
It's a really nice scene.
Oh,
I
wait,
think
oh,
I'll
you
actually listen to that
refrained?
later on.
Yeah, I've intentionally not listened to tracks I don't recognize.
That's Hank Hill?
What?
What?
Yeah, the
Sorry,
dude
I
from King of the
Googled.
Hill.
Yeah, the guy from King of the Hill.
That's what it's called?
Damn it, Bobber. Look up Hank Hill's ass.
Why would I look that up?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
Google. I'll grab a photo. I'll
I knew what he was
spoiler
talking
tag
about.
it and post it in Leo's deck.
Spoiler tag. This is radioactive material here.
Not like his bare ass.
It is.
What?
Wait, what? No, I don't want to
It's
see that.
Hank Hill's bare ass.
Why?
Oh,
You couldn't
Jesus
find one with his
Christ.
pants on?
No, they
Oh.
don't show it proper.
Alright, I guess, guys. Look at your own risk.
I did,
I'll delete
and
it
it
if you
wasn't
want
worth
me to.
it.
I don't care. You spoiler tagged it, so that's good enough for me.
Not hurting anyone unless they choose to be hurt.
Very much true.
You've done this to yourself.
I think
Okay,
that was
well-
the most boring of the scene transitions.
Really?
Yeah,
It was sweet, but I did definitely like Rin's more and Hanako's.
they all
And I'd
had
have
something.
to look at Shizune's again.
Cheese and Ace had like the
Shizune's is
fucking...
really good. Shizune's is
really
probably
good.
one of the best.
I agree.
I think saying
I
it's
don't
the
know,
most
it's pretty
simplistic would
cool.
probably be better.
It
It's
is the most
it's just
simplistic.
sweet.
That's also one of the reasons I don't like it.
I can fill the last
Well, I
15
do
minutes
like it. I don't
talking
like
about
it.
passersby. Please don't. You're gonna give me an aneurysm or a hernia.
Speaking of
one the
which, do we
two.
want to end it here or do we want to move on a little bit further?
We probably
Yeah,
have
you
enough
tell
time
him,
for
Rock.
one more
You're in
scene
the-
if we want to, but I
You're
guess
the
that
you're
would
the
be
one
up to
who's
you, Marab.
in, you know.
Okay, then yeah, sure, let's continue.
All right.
My alarm's beeping shatters the early morning quiet, and I find myself wondering where to find the motivation to rise. Class is still quite far off, but I agreed to run with Emmy in the mornings. Really, I'm not that interested in running as a hobby, or even as a possible life-lengthening exercise. However, I feel obligated to follow through on my promise to Emmy yesterday, which is why I find myself throwing on some running shorts and a light t-shirt. The cool morning air caresses my face as the morning sunshine causes the dew on the grass to sparkle, nearly blinding me at first. As I make my way down to the track, an ugly thought strikes me. What if this is some sort of joke that Emmy's playing on me? Would that surprise me, really? Hell, I'd probably do it to the new guy, too. Oh. No, dude, I think you're just an asshole. At the
You are the problem.
very least, I'm sure Emmy and Rin made a bet on whether or not I'd actually show up. I feel a sense of trepidation as the track comes into view.
Okay, sorry. Shizune's is definitely cooler. I went back and watched
Did
it.
you
Sorry.
just watch it?
Yeah.
Shizune's is
You're
really,
late.
really good. It would seem that Emmy is already down there. What a relief.
Not according to my watch. We both are early, in fact.
Damn, you've got me there.
Emmy is sitting on the bleachers, decked out in her running gear, waiting somewhat patiently for me.
I'm glad you're actually here. I was afraid that this was a joke or something.
Did I make it seem like a joke? Nah, I'd never make someone get up early for nothing. Plus, Rin owes me 500 yen now. She didn't think you'd actually show up.
I knew it! Nice to know Emmy was on my side, at least. Emmy hops off the bleachers and begins stretching out. She's remarkably lithe, almost like a dancer. I set out to
Is
stretch.
that how that's pronounced?
Lithe? I think so.
Huh. I thought it was live.
I'll Google it. You
Will you
guys
Google
keep
it?
reading.
The pronunciation of the word L-I-T-H-E. Lithe?
Lithe.
Elith.
Yeah. Or lithe. Or something.
Lithe?
Yeah,
What is
kinda
it?
Like, yeah, kind of like a soft...
Lithe?
lithe. Yeah.
Live. Ugh.
I don't know. It's just... On the Google thing, it's longer rather than light. Whatever. Anyways, read, Leo.
Alright! I set out to stretch as well, but then realized that I don't exactly remember how to stretch properly.
Dynamic stretching before you
Calisthenics.
start. Static stretching after you're done.
Subaru Natsuki?
Subaru.
Radio Calisthenics, Subaru Natsuki?
Indeed, you're supposed to do light stretching before you start.
It's been ages since I stretched for anything, if you don't count my one stint at running last week. And even then, I don't think I actually stretched beforehand.
Man
The
after my
specter.
heart.
The specter of my... I stopped, then started again, then realized what you said, then stopped again. The specter of my long hospital stay rises up again. I can't say that I was all that active before the hospital stay, though, so maybe I'm just being morose. Morose?
I'll Google it.
I
You
don't
keep
know.
reading.
Moraz.
Emmy giggles as she watches me stretch out.
Morose.
Morose?
No. He's out. You've got to hold it longer than that.
I'm trying. It kind of hurts a little.
That's good, he's out. That's just because you're out of shape. You've got to get some flexibility in you, like this.
To demonstrate, Emmy reaches down and puts her head through her legs. God bless you, Emmy.
I see. Is that the sort of thing I should strive for?
Of course. Flexibility is important for any runner. You'll be able to go faster the more you stretch out.
That makes no sense to me, but Emmy seems to believe it's true. With Emmy's help, I managed to stretch myself out properly. I can't help but notice that when she thinks about how to explain things to me, her mouth scrunches up in concentration. It's adorable.
It is mouse. Not bad, Hisao. Come on, we better start running. Start off with just a mile, okay? That's 4 laps around the track, got it?
Well, I know that's what it is in the U.S.
No, that's what it is. That's because
We are
we
in
measure both of them in
Chile.
meters.
Speak in kilometers, please.
Oh.
Have you never seen a track? They're divided into 4 parts that are each 400 meters, and 1.6 kilometers is a mile.
Oh, wait, what? This is actually... What?
Yeah.
Well,
So a single lap around the track is 400 meters. I think
okay,
I knew
about
that, right?
1609 meters, so it's like slightly off. But wow, I didn't even know that.
1609 meters.
How many?
But they said I know what you're getting at. I was bringing up the fact like they wouldn't
said
measure
miles
it
to
in
the-
miles though.
they made it
measure
easy
in
for us
kilometers.
Americans. Otherwise, we'd be like, well, what the frick is your
I have no
kilometer?
idea how big a track is there, but what they're saying is true in this situation.
Well, I know no. That's I knew that was true. I knew that was true in the U.S. My concern was, are tracks the same size in Japan? And if so, they wouldn't say mile. They would use meters or kilometers.
I think they are, but you're probably right. That sounds fine to me.
This shouldn't be too hard, right?
Take it slow.
A hazy memory of running a mile for gym class surfaces in my mind.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it wasn't that bad.
I beg to fucking differ.
For whatever reason, those were always the worst.
I think the fastest I ever got was 8 minutes, and that's not good.
I was 8:30.
Mine
I
was
think.
slower. Or actually, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember now.
I should probably get in shape again.
8 minutes isn't that bad.
Agreed.
Hey, man.
Well, I guess my only basis is my dad who was in the military, and they had to run.
Well, yeah, if you're comparing yourself against that, of course you're gonna come up
Against
short.
the military.
That's fair.
Would be nice to be in more shape.
CD was 1056. Emmy sets a
No, trust me, I've gone that slow
Yo.
before.
Nice job, Steve.
Emmy sets a pretty good pace, and I fall in behind her.
Try to keep up, okay, Hiso?
No, I don't think you want him to do that.
Roger Dodger.
I really think this is a bad idea.
Dodger, Badger.
We rounded the first curve without incident, though I can already feel my heart rate increasing slightly. At the
That's
second curve, I've started to breathe through my mouth. Emmy doesn't even seem to be breaking a sweat. As if to punctuate her superiority, she turns around and starts running backwards.
Are you doing okay, Hiso?
I've got a question.
Yeah.
I feel like running backwards on prosthetic legs would actually be very, very challenging. Those things are
Hard to say,
specifically
would be.
designed to run forward. Like the little...
Hard to say.
Interesting.
The blades are
Emmy's
definitely-
just that good.
Hey, she's just that good.
Do you hear her? Listen to that technique.
Oh no, CD.
It's stellar.
Listen to that.
I think when I did the pacer test back in elementary school, I got 17 before I had to tap out. I was not in shape.
I've never done the pacer test. I don't know how I escaped
but
it.
they had us do sprints, and that was intense.
Never better. I'm dying.
Oh, really? Maybe I should speed up then,
Oh no. Wouldn't want you to
hmm?
exert yourself.
My heavy panting and wheezing makes the statement less convincing than I had hoped.
On beyond wheezing.
Wheezing.
I'm
Emmy
bleeding
simply
out.
smiles
My
and
lungs.
turns around again.
You're the boss, Hiso. We'll stay at this pace.
I get the feeling that I'm being mocked. If I weren't in such terrible shape, I'd probably feel offended. By the third lap, my breath is coming in ragged grasps. Grasps? Grasps. Gasps.
Grass.
I'm also awash in my own sweat. Gross. We round the curve to start our fourth lap, and Emmy looks back at me with a grin.
Here we go.
She takes off at blinding speed while I stubbornly stick to my slower pace. By the time I get to the first turn, she's already rounding the second. As I struggle across the back stretch, Emmy continues running and catches up to me.
Come on, Hiso, you can do it. Finish strong.
I'd answer her, but I'm too focused on getting airs into my lungs and ignoring the burning in my leg muscles. Part of me wants to say something like, maybe you can, but I'm about to die here. But again, I doubt I can actually form words right now. Emmy keeps pace with me as I round the second turn and cross the finish line. Her sprint seems to have gotten her sweating.
No, okay,
Jesus
don't read
H.
that line. We'll just, yeah.
I feel yes, you should. I feel a vague stab of guilt for being the sort of guy who stares at a girl's chest, but my legs...
Have we marked out Hisoff as 12 yet?
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and do that.
It's just, yeah, just get that in real quick.
Let's go ahead and do that real briefly, except I can't make an X with a cursor very easily. Can you work with me here? There we go.
You don't have to make an S, you can just cross out one side.
Oh, I guess
Can't
that's
even
true.
see this.
I've been making X's.
Do whatever you like.
I feel a vague stab of guilt for being the sort of guy who stares at a girl's chest, but my legs and chest are burning so badly I can't bring myself to care that much.
Not bad for a first effort, Hiso.
Kind of you to say so.
Emmy seems to be, if not out of breath, at least breathing a little more heavily than she was before we started running. Must have been the sprint that did it.
Hey, I've got to get a few sprints in. You should walk around the track to cool down. We can stretch out and we'll all be done, okay? Or we'll be all done.
Sounds great.
My legs are on fire and my breathing is still heavy, but surprisingly my heart seems to be taking the strain well. Another triumph of medical science, I suppose.
You should put your hands behind your head. It makes it easier to catch your breath. I think
True.
that's actually true.
Yes, it is.
Surprisingly, she's right. I began to struggle. Is that it? Would it like elevate some of the muscles in your chest and increase
Well,
your
it kinda,
lung
like-
capacity?
It gives more
Yeah,
space
I
for your
think so.
thing to stretch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
Surprisingly,
They taught me that in karate.
Nice.
Oh, yo.
After you get beat
Teach
the
me
shit
that,
out of.
karate.
No, just like if you ever get hit in the solar plexus, you hurt.
Throw your arms above your head.
Just spread out.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly,
That's good
she's
to know.
right. I begin to stroll around the track, happy to feel my breath coming back to me. Oh,
Whoa.
there's a blur as Emmy sprints by me. Watching her run is absolutely fascinating. It's not just because she's on prosthetics, though that is interesting. The really interesting thing is the way her face changes. I only catch glimpses of it as she runs by, but her eyes seem to come alive with a sort of fierce joy. It's as if there's nothing else in the world but her and the track. By the time I've gotten to the final stretch, Emmy seems to have finished her sprinting. She's breathing heavily now, but she's wearing a satisfied grin on her face. She waves to me cheerily as I near her.
Feeling better, right? Or feeling better?
Actually, yeah.
Do you want to take another lap around with me? I've got to cool down too, you know.
Part of me would rather sit down and not But something tells me that would be a bad idea. Besides, if I sit down, there may be no getting back up again.
Sure, why not?
Emmy's got her hands behind her head now as well, which makes her seem very relaxed.
God.
I do my best to act the gentleman and not look, but the contrast of her skin against her red... Oh, God, I'm gonna kill myself.
Just don't read it.
Rather
Doesn't deserve to be
arresting.
read.
Arrested development.
Isao! So, how do you feel, Isao?
Oh, well,
Stupid.
there's blood flowing.
Christ!
Arrested, actually. Surprisingly good. Actually, I'm sore and tired, but surprisingly good.
As soon as I say it, I realize it's true. Sure, part of me wants
This
to
is
lay
an
down and die,
advertisement
but
for
I feel like I've
exercising, buddy.
accomplished something. It's almost like a glow throughout my body that persists despite the soreness.
Yeah, that's the runner's high.
Runner's high.
Yeah, something to do with adrenaline?
Emmy thinks for a moment as we walk, trying to remember. Then she shrugs, and grins at me.
She shrugs a little bit. I don't let you remember. That's a good feeling, though, isn't it? That isn't sex, right?
I open my mouth to respond shortly before processing what she's just said.
They really put a Vine thud before that line.
Emmy watches my face for a few moments before bursting into laughter.
I want to say something here, but I'm not. Sorry. I couldn't resist. You're just too easy.
Why did I agree to run with you again?
Emmy just laughs harder. She takes a hold of my forearm and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees the time.
Oh, shoot. We better get a move on, Hisao.
I thought you were about to drop your swear. Just
I almost
cold
did,
open.
but the moment wasn't right. Class is in an hour, and I need a shower.
I should probably do that as well.
Probably is definitely Hisao. I see the nurse, too. Maybe he'll write me a note for being late.
Why do you need to see the nurse?
Emmy points to her prosthetics as if that would explain everything.
It's important to check for irritation. You know, from sweat or friction or anything. Normally I only go after practice, but if we're going to be doing these morning runs, then I guess I'll see him twice a day.
Wait, so Emmy has only started doing these runs since I showed up?
If it's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time.
I had to drink water. Oh, frick, why did I do that? Don't be silly. I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now.
You did that because it's hydrate or dihydrate.
Fair enough.
Good point. But if I didn't have a partner to run with, I'd be less likely to keep up a routine. It's hard to blow off a commitment if you're gonna let someone else down, you know? So you'll be my running partner for these mornings. Both need the exercise, so it all works out, don't you think?
Yeah, perfect.
Did it have to be me, though? Well, I guess I can't complain too much. Emmy's pretty fun to hang out with. And she's right. I do need the exercise. Doctor's orders, even. Emmy waves a quick goodbye to me.
Right, I'm off. Come have lunch with us, okay?
What?
Lunch, you know, the meal in the middle of the day. Come have it with us.
Where?
The rooftop. Rin likes it up there.
When? What the?
Lunchtime, when else? That was a silly question.
Yeah, but I sort of felt the need to ask all three for completeness' sake.
Emmy laughs and grins. I don't think I've ever seen a girl smile so much before. Yeah, because you're a sad sack of shit, Hisao.
Not bad, you know. Oh, see ya.
Made me almost spit take.
That's what I was going for.
Because you're a pathetic man, child.
What is a man?
Are you a man or aren't you?
But a miserable pile of secrets. But enough. Have at ye.
With that, she takes off like a shot for the school building. I guess she's going to see the nurse first.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Read fast.
CD was thinking
Pray
the
it doesn't
same
come.
thing as me. I hurry back to my room and hop in the shower, only to find that the water takes a while to heat up. The shock of the cold water nearly kills me. I manage to warm the water a bit and spend some quality time feeling my muscles loosen. My heart, surprisingly, feels the least bothered by the run. I suppose that's a good thing, even if it does make me feel like a bit of a wuss. I mean, at least I'd have an excuse beyond I'm out of shape if my heart were bothering me. Guess I'll have to keep this running thing up, otherwise I'm sure Emmy won't let me hear the end of it. It's only after I get out and dry myself off that I realize I've only 10 minutes left to put on my clothes and get to class. Crap.
Had to do a little more running.
The hands on the clock finally set me free from the tedium of yet another fun-filled class. Getting up from my seat proves to be more of a problem than I anticipated.
No Kenji.
CD sad.
Oh, Kenji?
No, Kenji.
My legs are killing me from the morning's run. Maybe doing these with Emmy isn't such a hot idea after all.
No backsies.
No backsies. Still, the run's given me a hell of an appetite. I'm halfway down the hallway to the cafeteria when I remember that I've got my lunch with me. My parents saw fit to provide me with some prepackaged stuff when I moved in.
There's more murmurs than usual.
And a good thing, too? What?
And it's
Yeah.
a good thing, too.
There is no it's.
No, I know, but
No,
it's
but it
that's
means-
the,
I've heard
that's the
people use that
connotation.
phrase before, like, and a good thing too.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's building off the
I
previous
read it
sentence.
differently.
And a good thing, whatever.
And it's a, yeah.
English is a little funny.
The hallway is
It
packed
works
with
fine.
students headed for the cafeteria. Going back is like swimming upstream, but I've got an appointment to keep on the rooftop. It takes me a moment to find the staircase leading up to the rooftop, but I'm willing to bet that Emmy and Rin aren't up there by now anyway. In fact, I think I saw Emmy among the bodies in the hallway headed for the cafeteria. I step out of the door to the roof and take a deep breath. The fresh air blowing against my face and body almost makes my legs hurt less.
Maybe if I'm upside down.
Part of me wants to be surprised that Rin's already up here.
What's that gonna accomplish?
Things in the clouds.
Couldn't you just look at them right side up?
Rin rolls her eyes in something approaching exasperation.
Then I wouldn't get a new perspective.
Is upside down really a new perspective?
Sounds good.
Huh, that caught her off her guard. Rin looks pensive.
You may have a point. Maybe sideways.
Yeah, I don't think that's
As Rin lays down on the bench to look up at the sky, I give up. Fortunately, Emmy chooses that moment to burst through the door carrying 2 bags. She nearly takes the door off its hinges.
Hey, it took me so long. There are a ton of people in line.
She drops the first bag in front of Rin and takes a seat on the bench next to her.
You buy Rune's lunch for her?
Sometimes, yeah. I'd have Rim buy my lunch for me in return, but I'm not sure how she'd carry it.
Plus, I'd never buy her lunch.
If Rin's offended by Emmy's comment, she doesn't show it. Emmy sniffs.
How ungrateful of you.
I'm not sure whether the two are joking with one another or if I'm witnessing the beginnings of a catfight. The 2 girls stare at one another for a few tense moments before breaking into smiles.
Hey, Emmy. Do you think being upside down is a new perspective on things?
Didn't I already have this conversation? Emily looks thoughtful, apparently giving the question some thought. After a deep and profound pause, she speaks.
I have no idea.
Well, at least she's as lost as I am.
Hey, so you're coming to the track meet, right?
The question comes out of the blue and catches me off guard.
I don't know yet.
That's a bad answer. Honestly, Hiso, after I went through all the trouble of letting you run with me in the morning, you won't even show up at my track meet? Shame on you.
Wasn't she the one that asked me to run with her? Actually, she didn't even give me a choice in the matter.
Wait, no. I didn't say that.
She beams at me as if I've just agreed to give her $1 million.
So you will come after all. That's great.
I didn't say that either.
We'll be going too, so I'll make sure he comes to me.
You're locked. Good idea, Rin. Maybe we can get some food or something after the meet's over.
I feel like I've just been conned, but not by these two. More like by some outside force pushing me irrevocably towards my destiny.
Irrevocably.
Do I just pronounce every word wrong? All of
Not
them.
every. Like a 25% rate.
I've had people comment to me before that the way I pronounce words is weird. And I think the reason is that I learned them from books rather than from speaking to other people. Or maybe I shouldn't read books that feature conspiracy theories so heavily. Otherwise, I might end up sounding like Kenji. I might wind up sounding like Kenji. Still, I suppose that I've got to show up now. I don't think that I could stand against both of them being disappointed. I'd never hear the end of it.
When is it again?
Next week, silly. I just told you a few days ago.
No, you did not. Don't you dare fucking lie to me.
Don't you dare fucking lie to me. I'm glad you know that and can make that reference now.
I forgot? Well, you won't forget to come, though, will you?
Of course I won't. I'll even make a note on my calendar or something.
Rin nods sagely.
Probably a good idea, you know. Unless time changes its course.
You never know when December just decides to stop by. You can do that?
Rin gives a non-committal shrug.
Hasn't yet, but you never know.
December marches.
This time it's Emmy who gives the shrug.
Suppose it can't be helped if it happens.
Was that a March Comes In Like a Lion reference?
March Comes In Like a Lion? Have you watched March Comes In Like a Lion?
No,
No,
not at all.
Whiskers
But I know
cracked
the
her
title.
up.
I said December comes in like a lion. 'Cause I thought that's just a phrase. that
I
people
didn't
say.
hear that.
Or March.
Not unless you're a time traveler or something.
You don't actually think that could happen, do you?
I don't think we do. Do we?
Rin shrugs again. That seems to be a default response to everything.
Suppose not, but I reserve the right to change my opinion at a moment's notice.
For Rin, this statement makes a disturbing amount of sense. The fact that I realize this now frightens me a bit. I wonder if Emmy gets this feeling all the time. If she does, she's not showing it though. Emmy merely nods.
As expected.
What's that supposed to mean?
This time, it's Emmy who shrugs. It's like she's using Rin's own weapons against her.
Your response is the sort of thing I'd expect from you, that's all.
Really that predictable?
Not at all.
Predictable in your
Emmy's
unpredictable
smile
ways.
seems to border on gloating.
But, oh, fudge.
Oh my god.
No, it's just that your unpredictability is pretty predictable.
Well, that's alright.
Don't worry, Whiskers, I heard what you said.
What did
No, I
Whiskers
noticed
say?
as well.
He almost predicted it word for word.
I thought he did, but I didn't hear it like perfectly, so I was like I was gonna say a Whiskers precognition moment, but then I just got lazy.
I think, like Kiso, Emmy's kind of easy, or easier to get precognition moments on.
Fair
We're
enough.
not playing Yu-Gi-Oh or anything.
Precognition moments. I don't get the chance to see whether Rin's being serious or not as the bell rings. I didn't notice the lunch period slipping by at all. Hanging out with these two was far too interesting. Emmy jumps, a look of panic on her face.
Oh, fudge, that's me!
Oh no!
I was waiting for the line to read itself. Oh no, I stopped by my room to pick up my notebook for the next class.
Don't you think you've had a fuck? Don't you wish you had a time machine?
You are very quiet.
My bad.
Rin seems rather smug as she delivers this line like she just won an argument. Emmy ignores Rin's comment.
Okay, so, but could you make sure our garbage gets thrown away? I should clean up myself, but I've gotta run. Literally.
Sure, no problem.
Emmy darts away with an urgency I'm starting to expect from her. I don't bother asking Rin why she couldn't help. She already seems to be preoccupied with something else entirely as she wanders off. She's probably used to Emmy taking care of cleanup, and for some reason I doubt Emmy's ever raised the issue with her. Cleaning up from lunch doesn't take long, so I have plenty of time to toss our garbage and get to class. Misha greets me with a wave and a devious grin as I walk through the door. He's revving the engines.
Yo.
That's funny.
I don't know what's. Hold on.
It's not working.
Didn't see you in the cafeteria, He-chan.
There it is.
I've been sitting like hunched over this whole fucking time.
You had to like remember how
Posture
to...
chair.
Is he becoming a shrimp?
Yes.
Shrimping into...
You there, fix your posture. You look like a fucking question mark.
You telling me a caprese fried this rice?
What did he say?
You telling me a caprese fried this rice?
That joke has so many fucking layers to it.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Only in an Empire stream.
I decided it was too crowded there.
Misha's grin gets even wider.
Oh, wait. Are you sure you weren't participating in an illicit rendezvous?
What? How do you know about that? Listen, I'll give you whatever you want. Just don't tell
I went to
me.
Kenji to the roof one time.
Just don't tell Kenji. Don't kill Kenji or Shizune.
What? What are you talking about? Drugs?
You were on the roof, right? Both Reed and Emmy, no less. You Casanova, you.
Took a second to hear the drugs comment.
What the fuck does Misha know about Casanova?
Everything.
She knows about Bush and Cheney, so...
I guess.
I mean, we established that she didn't because the entire joke is that Japanese people wear shirts with English words on them without knowing what they mean, but still.
Just like we do.
It could also technically play into her character of wanting to go overseas for schooling.
Sure, we'll go with that.
We just had lunch, that's all.
Misha bursts into laughter, drawing the attention of several of my classmates.
You're so adorable when you blush like that, He-chan.
She gives me a conspiratorial wink.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
No, it
What
fucking
secret?
isn't!
Your secret's safe with me, everybody.
There's no secret.
He's so secret that he went onto the line. It's safe with me.
Misha seems disappointed and then brightens up again.
Time will tell.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but blessedly our teacher comes in and class starts. Another day of class has finally dragged itself to a close. Unexpectedly, I managed to stay awake for the whole day. I'm pretty sure that counts as a miracle. My legs seem unwilling to stand up for a moment. I guess the run took a lot out of me. I head down the hallway and make my way to my room. I sit down and half-heartedly chip away at my homework for a while, feeling like a vulture picking at a particularly unsavory carcass. I know this is what it eats. But I'm not sure that it shouldn't be ordering takeout instead. There were way too many negatives in that sentence.
Yeah.
I don't think I can take this, but it's important to get my work done.
Now let's see. What was I supposed to be looking over again?
Oh, fudge, I have a test tomorrow.
I actually made a joke about Whiskers being too busy doing
I
calc
read
homework
that
to
and I
voice
was very
Misha in the
offended. I'll have
description.
you know I finished my calculus earlier.
I'm
Because
keeping
no
it in
one-
the description because it's funny. I know it's a losing battle, but I fight it anyway. Halfway through my math homework, I put my pencil down. This isn't working. I need a distraction. Unfortunately, my options for distractions are rather slim. I'm not in the mood to read right now. Kenji is unusually out of his room at the moment. The fact that you even considered Kenji as an option shows a considerable lack of judgment on your part. If I go to the student council room, I'll just end up doing work for those two. And heaven only knows where everyone else is, except for... well, I suppose that's an option. I grab my shoes and head for the track. Emmy's probably down there. Track practice is just ending as I arrive at the track. The sun's beginning to dip low in the sky. Has it really gotten that late already? This is afternoon, right? Yes, it is.
What are you doing down here, Nisa? Aerobic exercise. Either an increase... Wait, no.
We gotta be near the end.
Come to spy on me, have you?
I give a shrug. To be honest, I'm not sure... Well, you literally just explained it to the audience, so I don't know what you're talking about. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm down here.
I didn't have anything better to do.
Sure you didn't. I figure that's about right. At the moment, Emmy's the only person I can think of who I could visit.
So I'm your last resort, am I?
Actually, we are 3 scenes into Act 2.
Oh shit.
Speaking of which, we need to hurry for program.
That's probably true.
I missed the strawberry and I'm climbing up further.
Okay, that's let's end this on a bad note. We should stop here.
Just stop.
I'm so upset.
Just
Because you
stop
do the
it.
whole level.
What's going on?
Do you guys actually want to stop it here?
We could.
Let's just
not gonna
finish the scene.
Alright, let's
go.
finish. Alright.
I read the line. That's funny though, Chris. Nobody cool around, so we'll just go see Emmy. Is that what you thought?
She actually looks angry. A chance for some teasing of my own presents itself.
Actually, yeah, I guess you are.
Emmy pouts, widening her eyes to give the maximum amount of puppy dog resemblance.
You're kidding, I was kidding.
The ultimate trump card. So you are down here to stalk me.
Wait,
Please don't
what?
say that so happily. That's
I'm
not what I
only thinking
meant.
it's dreams.
Why would I
Only
stalk
Pansy
you
from
anyway?
Oresuki would be that enthusiastic about stalking someone.
Indeed.
Oh.
Don't worry, that's a reference that only 3 of us get.
I mean, I get it enough. Because I
You
watched
do?
like the first 2 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when...
Why would I?
Never mind, I'm not gonna finish that
Why would
train
I
of thought.
stalk you anyway? It's not like you require stalking. If you're not a sleeper in class, you're down here, right?
Emmy laughs at this comment.
Well, you're not all wrong, I suppose. But you forgot about eating. I do that too, you know.
I nod, conceding the point.
Yes, you. I hang out with Rin sometimes too, so I really might take some effort to stalk.
What do you two do together anyway?
I haven't
You don't seem to have a lot in common.
Oh, darn it, he's out.
She puts her hands on her hips and assumes a superior air.
That's what you think. I've got all sorts of hidden hobbies, you know.
Oh, really? Like what? The strawberry
Watching
cake thing?
exercise tapes.
watching weird exercise videos.
What was that one thing? The dancing grannies?
Oh my god.
Or the one like O.J. Simpson put out.
Under shuffle.
Let's just forget.
Emmy puts her head to one side as if she's trying to remember what it is she does in her free time.
Well, Rin and I go out shopping sometimes.
That's not a fucking hobby.
I guess that makes sense. Emmy's a girl after all. There's something weird about the way you phrased that, Hisao. There's something very demeaning about the way you phrased that.
Peace out now.
This hooligan.
But Rin?
If he
Hard
said
to
that out
find.
loud.
Reen comes with you?
Usually see. Oh no, not again. We usually swing by the art supply store. Well, she likes this music store that sells all kinds of weird sounding stuff. She said it helps her focus.
Like
That
these-
makes a little more sense.
I feel just like Buddy Holly.
I see. Any other hidden hobbies? Nice,
Hidden
nice
hobbies.
job on that reference game.
Emmy wags a finger at me.
Now, why would I go and reveal all my dark secrets to you? We hardly know one another.
But we ran a mile together.
Somehow, I think that's all Emmy has in the way of hobbies.
It's the best
Still, I don't think my question's been answered.
Even if you do have a few hobbies, I still don't see why you hang out with Ren so much. I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't
You
she?
take that back, you fucking bitch.
This comment causes Emmy to laugh loudly.
That's the understatement of the year.
It's okay if
That
she
makes her
says it.
interesting.
So why? I mean, you're a lot better at conversation and stuff, so I figured you'd hang out with a lot of people. But I think I've only ever seen you with Ren.
And
Emmy seems unusually defensive.
what? You're just an asshole, dude.
Hey, I hang out with plenty of people that aren't Ren. You just don't see me doing it because I'm not in your classes.
Okay, but that still doesn't explain why you hang out with Ren at all.
She's cool,
I'm not
dumbass.
sure why I even want to know this.
There we go.
I guess it's because the lunch was so strange. Emmy shrugs, looking for a moment very Ren-ish.
Because we have similar outlooks.
What?
If you were to ask me
What?
if you were to ask me the least likely answer to my question, that would be it.
What the fuck do you mean?
It's like... Okay, Ren paints and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure where this is going.
Well, I run.
What the okay, and?
And we both want to do our best. And that's why we're similar.
You lost me.
We both use our feet.
Oh, yeah!
Well, she doesn't use her feet, per se.
Emmy
Shut up.
frowns as if trying to figure out her answer.
Well, maybe it's that we do things for the same reasons.
Does you like legs? What? Huh?
What the fuck?
Fuck.
Weird.
You know, we follow our passions.
So you're passionate about running, and Ren's passionate about art. Is that it?
Yeah, well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Ren explained it to me once, but I don't know how much of it I followed.
Not surprising. I think any explanation from Rin would probably confuse anyone.
Says we both chase after an extreme. Like, she's always trying to find a new way to show a particular feeling or something. And I run because of the feeling I get from it.
I think that's a very insightful statement, but I would also like to point out that I don't think Rin would be coherent enough to communicate that
And we
to
figured it out.
anyone.
Yeah.
Since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make a connection based on that.
What do you mean, slow down by anything?
Have you seen Ren hang out?
Emmy looks surprised and points to her legs.
No, because I'm a runner. And Ren's a painter even without arms. So we respect each other's determination. And that's why we hang out. I think.
Well, I'm not sure that made any sense to me, but but from Emmy's sheepish expression, I'm not sure about it either. I'm not sure she's sure. Hold on.
You sure?
She's not. But from Emmy's sheepish expression, she's not sure about it either. There we go.
Honestly, it's not something I think about much. We just get along. I think that's all that really matters.
I suppose she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, and since I've got nothing better to do, I ask it.
So what got you into running anyway?
Oh, I've been running since I was really little. My dad was a runner, and as soon as I could walk, he was starting to teach me how to run. It's our first father-daughter thing, you know? Our own mutual hobby.
A shadow crosses her face, and I'm shocked to see her looking sad. Did something happen between them?
Man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, but I gotta get a few more laps in before I go see the nurse.
Zoom. She races off around the track, hair streaming in the wind. It seems to me she's going a lot faster than she was this morning. As she rounds the tracks, I catch a glimpse of her face. It's much the same as it was this morning, but her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. I guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. I watch her run for a little while, and then stand up and head back to my room.
Hey!
She spots me leaving and waves to catch my attention.
Don't forget, same time tomorrow, got it?
Got it.
I head back to my room. Homework beckons. I can't sleep. Hold on. Wow, they're just not doing scene transitions right now. That was the end of the scene right there.
Huh. Well,
Back in
let's end it then.
Yeah. Sorry, Brock.
It
All right,
doesn't
quickly.
really feel like the end of a scene.
Not really.
We got very far.
If you
indeed.
want to know, we got 3 scenes in Emmy's route proper, and then backing
You don't
up for
need to know
there,
space, eh?
we have 5, 6,
Minutes overtime.
no, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Brock,
Sorry,
gotta get to bed.
I know. No, just give me a second, because we might have set a record. 8. I think that would be
Did we read through all these, or
9.
Did we skip through a few?
I've already. Oh yeah, so no, I think it's 8.
Yeah.
Which is not a record, but it's still pretty good.
That is pretty.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think our current record's 10, just for reference.
Wow.
I need to get going.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do. I'm so
Right,
sorry,
Go
Maroc.
Maroc, and we'll end the stream. Unless, yeah.
I actually wanted to talk with Maroc
Okay.
about something, but
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching this.
I
video.
can
If you
just
liked it,
text him. He
subscribe,
can leave
like,
if he wants
everything.
to.
Oh,
Bye.
Have a nice night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Ciao,
Sorry.
everyone. We'll see you another time.